Nah, seriously, Soren, I think inviting people from Blutrock to here is a mistake. I think they've suffered enough. Oh, hello there, mate. Glad to see you made it through another fortnight. So this week's story involved Ralph, Sigurd, Reinhard and Celeb, although I imagine we will try to leave Celeb at Tarm next time, for reasons you will discover within this tale. So the guys headed to Blutrock for this adventure to see what they could dig up to help the town and maybe get some favours in return to help us with our temple building, because we kinda ain't done fuck all lately. The town is looking a bit battered, but the running joke here is that the place is still nicer than Tarm. I mean, they're being attacked by beastmen, while Tarm is busy devouring itself. The guys hit up the Prancing Pony, a silver class tavern where they're all welcomed except Reinhard because he's a brass peasant after all. Everybody mentioned that the town seemed in low spirits, well I would have thought that would have been obvious due to the fact they'd been attacked by beastmen. There was a road warden in particular that seemed pretty much traumatised by the attack itself. Now that might have something to do with the large giant beast thing that they said laid siege to the town. And at that point I can't say I blame him. So the gangs decided to hop out and have a look at the giant beastie dead body still in the area. I mean, it must have been a hell of a sight, because Ralph burst out with Holy Varina's titties. Not one I've heard before, but hey, it beats the classic Sigmar's beard I suppose. So Celeb decided to take a toe of this giant thing back for Skullplate so he could have a laugh with him. While this was happening, Sigurd and Reinhard returned to the tavern because they didn't want to see this sight. Ralph, I don't know what he was doing, I think he was watching. After Celeb had got the toe, he decided to hit up a blacksmith forge because he could hear hammer and steel. They found there a blacksmith apprentice, Kislavite I may add. He was hitting some metal with what could only be described as a metal boot, and after sharing some alcoholic beverages with our two friends, he decided to basically task them with bringing back the hammer of the blacksmith. I mean, if the blacksmith was found to be alive and attached to the hammer afterwards, then it's not really such a big deal, and they'd bring him back too. So the plan for the guys was to find the blacksmith and the hammer. So the guys tried to round up a number of people to try and help them, but there was some serious reluctance to offer any assistance, and can you blame them really? They were only attacked by beastmen last few weeks ago. They did, however, get a general direction to head in. Sigurd also managed to book a meeting with the Lord, who was quite favourable with the people around here. Sigurd also parted with some of his family jewels as a deposit to borrow a bow for Ralph to use. What generous bloke. However, Ralph was disappointed it wasn't black powder. Grateful git. The group followed up on the directions given, which was where all the trees had been knocked down by the giant, as that's where the blacksmith's plan started. So that's all they had to go on. The group headed deeper into the forest where eventually the fallen trees had stopped. They came across what could only be described as a small shanty village thing and made their way in for a closer look with some good old-fashioned sneaking. The plan seemed solid enough. Spread out, gather intel, report back, don't get seen. However, if there's anything the Rat Pack can prove, it's that even the most solid plans can be turned into jelly by any of its members. Today's resident cock-up belonged to Sigurd, who took it upon himself to snap a twig that made the sound of a bone being broken. Nobles don't do stealth, or intelligence it seems, as saying somebody there to who goes there is really fucking stupid. It's the equivalent of answering a door with there's nobody here. That being said, road wardens are not much better, as Reinhard then stood up and stood out as well. Rav had the right idea. Stayed hidden and used the opportunity to get a closer look at all the buildings. Celeb also had the right idea of staying put. So it appears that this bunch were in fact mutants. I mean, that was fairly obvious by the whole free hands business. But they kept banging on about the greater good, in which I would have lost my shit over, that's for sure. I mean, they seemed like an alright bunch of people in the end, but I mean, outnumbered us around is never a good look. Ralph and Celeb then came up with a plan to give Ralph time to creep around the buildings and look inside to see if there are any more mutants to be aware of. Sigurd and Reinhard were doing a great job at keeping them talking. They got some info on the ivy that looked like a lot like our ivy problem, and that its creation's something not good, but what was important is that they were still good. I'm not quite sure what the hell he was on about. Ralph managed to locate a Kislavite and returned to Celeb. They then came up with a plan for a distraction in 5 minutes to give Ralph the time to creep back round the buildings and get the Kislavite blacksmith free. Sigurd and Reinhard were making a decent effort to gain some more information, but unfortunately the 5 minutes was up. So Celeb the Distraction somehow used a halberd to vault onto a building, then started screaming bloody murder at everybody and looked like he's ready to take on the world. Or at least the entire mutant group by himself. I mean, Sigurd and Reinhard played a good bit by pretending he wasn't part of the group, but in true Rat Pack style I think the plan was once again absent. Father Tom started mumbling a chant thing and waving his hands, which I know better than anyone, and that's going to be some voodoo shit real soon. I mean, somehow also Celeb managed to keep 4 of the buggers at bay. I think it's because they couldn't actually climb the roof more than his combat prowess, like he tells me. Reinhard then managed to grapple Father Tom and tried to make some sort of threat to the mutants to stand down. Which sort of worked, as Tom got everybody to stand down for a bit, but I think he was just buying time for his next move. The mutants then stood down. Celeb tried intimidating the pack of mutants further, but I don't think they really gave a toss. Father Tom's next move was teleporting on top of a building, which means our heroes are now in a spot of trouble as they lost their only bargaining chip. Sigurd then took a parley with Father Tom, which was probably the right thing to do, as they would have got their asses handed to them if they'd have tried fighting all those brick shithouses in their current condition, even though Celeb strongly disagrees. Father Tom then gave up some more information. The most prominent to me is that the protection from beastmen requires some sacrifice. And then Sigurd made a deal with Tom for us to go and kill the elves around Tom because they've been causing him problems. Although as far as I'm aware there's only one. Unfortunately, as part of the deal, Sigurd's had to take on a blood curse, which he's gonna die. But now we know the location of the elves, and while I'm not willing to die for Rich Boy, I'll see what I can do, as I'm sure the rest of the guys will do the same. Over the next few weeks, another witch has escaped, which I think we're going to have to take care of before another sodding witch hunter comes up and burns us all again. And something's come up, which means the courtier class can't do income endeavours, which means Rich Boy Sigurd is boned. Also, a mining shaft has collapsed, which means that the mining guild is really fucked. I mean, I'm willing to do something to help him out because Bocky's actually kind of a top bloke. Myself and Sigurd got some relief organised for the miners. We've got a few people to get off their asses, but hey, some people were just not up for it. Celeb has become a blacksmith apprentice and is working on making his own tools. Lazarus has spent the entire time in the manor tunnel, which I think we might be getting somewhere with that. Sigurd also went to look for the banker brother and got another lead on him, which he was last seen at a holiday manor 6 months ago. Ralph then went to check out the manor investigators, found out that the manor looked abandoned and that anybody who went there was not exactly an investigator, just scribes and clerks really. They're not quite got the same guts or determination of a real investigator though, do they? Reinhard came into town looking a bit different one day, got a new cloak. I think he's probably gone up in the road warden world. He also went to Bogarthen's Mason Guild to ask if there was anything they needed doing in exchange for help to build a temple. Turns out there's a long outstanding grudge that the guild would like settled, which involves killing a giant. So, trolls to ogres to giants. Oh yay. Skullplate then did a bit of giant killing research to help, and while Ralph tried to round up some coachmen to help, they really weren't ready to die. But he did get a pretty sweet blunderbuss out of them. Then I had something come back about that picture I left with Father something or other. Yeah, he came back alright, dressed in full battle gear with 50 fully armoured blokes in black armour with skull helmets, ready for war. Finally, I had a quick exchange with our elf friend Radiron? I don't know, it's an elf name. I had a word with him about lifting curses and the mutants. Right then, it's been a pleasure as always, but that's all I've got time for. Got a cart to catch, you see. Cheers.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's me and various players, some of which are muted, but hopefully there. Maybe not all of them, who knows? But anyway, hey players, hey, how you doing? Well, we don't have any music right now. Okay, so lots of stuff happened in Endeavours. Don't worry, that's fine. Thank you very much again, Rex, for the recap. Much appreciated, bringing everyone up to speed on the dramas of last session. Always a pleasure. No one died last session, which is good. Someone just sort of made a deal where they will die, so someone sort of died a bit. And I think Celeb died a little bit inside because he didn't get to fight everything.
Grumble.
but it was good, right? It was good. So, we begin today's adventure with the group setting out on a expedition, and I will say packing their belongings within the rat hole, getting ready to head out. Over to you.
Alright, so, guys, alright. Before we go, I think we need to settle up on something here, because there's too many strands going on. We need to bring it all together. I think somebody's been holding out on me with info. I'm looking at you, Sigurd. And we just need to break it all down and bring it all to the table. What do we think?
Before anyone can respond, the door bursts open at the entrance to the rat hole with a strapping Stragani man who steps inside. Hey, Lazarus. How you doing? Nice to see you. Daddy wants to see you, and you bay. Points towards Sigurd.
What, now?
Hey, no. I said in pardon. Yeah, man.
Son of a bitch.
What did you just say?
Lazarus, you've spoken to the Stragani enough, although are they Stragani? Who knows? He basically, your lady friend has requested the company of Sigurd, and you're welcome to tag along, seemingly.
Cool. All right. Sigurd, we need to go see my friend. The Stragani are here.
Is that the sort of witch thing?
Yes. If you want to call it that. She's a mystic.
Alright then.
Mystic. Don't even know who I am.
Well.
Alright.
Alright then, boys. We'll go do that first.
Alright. As a group of you go to leave, Lazarus, one of the young individual that's there with you, gives you a little bit of a punch on the shoulder. Yeah, boy. You're going to meet, aren't you? When you go for fight. Seem to imply that you've put some meat on you and maybe you might be better for a fight now.
Yeah, I've been practicing hunting with the Talites.
Hey. Nice. Alright, come on.
Just before we go, mate, I've got a question for you.
Who are you looking at?
The Stragani.
Hey?
Do you like dags?
Love dags.
Hey.
For caravans. And turns to leave. Come on. Heads out the door. Sigurd, I assume you offer no resistance.
I'm curious.
Naturally. Okay, it's a little bit of a stroll outside of town, and you are taken toward the... Actually, we're going to go for some more traditional music for this. We'll go for...
Speed metal.
Speed metal, indeed. Right. Sigurd. It takes perhaps an hour. It's a fairly long walk, but... you are taken outside of town to a camp where it would seem a few wagons are just being unpacked. You've certainly heard of the Stragani on the edge of town, at least as they are referred to by the civilians of Tarm, and this is the first you've seen of it, as most avoid it like the plague, at least if they want to keep a hold of their coin purse.
That's what I was warned with Lazarus.
Where is your coin purse right now?
Empty.
Empty. Perfect. Perfect. You might even leave with some coin, who knows. You are taken inside the camp where you would approximate there is some 15 to 20 of them, about 5 caravans in total, and you can see a couple setting up tents. A few are tending to a fire at the moment, and seemingly placing a hog on. Come on, this way. And points toward the door of a caravan. As you following shortly behind Lazarus, the door opens and you are greeted by the sight of Gilda, your friend. I will point out to you, Lazarus, she now currently looks, you would approximate about 25, and is quite beautiful with fairly angular features, but you recognise the face as well as the voice, although very different in terms of youth. It's still familiar. Ah, hello, darlings. Oh, look at you both. God, you came here quickly, didn't you, darling? Oh, Lazarus, how are you?
Hello, Gilda. You look lovely.
Thank you, darling. Lovely to see you again. How are things going with the young herb lady?
I've been teaching her a few concoctions.
I bet you have, darling. Marvellous. Do you mind if I borrow your noble for a bit?
Certainly.
Thank you. Sorry, darling. We'll catch up soon. Ta-ta. Mr. Noble, Fancy Pants, would you like to come inside?
Sigurd, ma'am.
Sigurd, of course, I bet you are. Right this way. In you come.
Yeah, I follow her in. And I kind of cast a glance at Lazarus as I walk in, like, who the hell am I talking to?
I'm just waving.
I guess we could assume some provisional basics may have been exchanged on the way here, seeing it was about an hour's walk, but...
It's Lazarus, so I don't assume much.
Do sit down, darling. Enjoy the... Oh, you're taller than I expected. Look at you. So strapping.
Thank you, ma'am. You look quite strapping yourself.
Thank you very much. Youth should be enjoyed, darling. Celebrated, perhaps. She squints and looks at you for a moment, steeples her fingers. You do know you're cursed, don't you, darling?
That seems to be... yeah. I kind of assumed as much as I was told so.
Yes, darling.
But you confirmed it, so thank you.
No problem, darling. Happy to help. If you need any assistance, I am all hands and happy to help. So, darling.
Well, the last guy was all hands, too.
Curious. So, darling, how are things going in the town? That's why I brought you here. We're very curious. How are things going with the Lord?
That is an excellent question. He is very elusive.
Is he, darling?
As in, still no one has seen him. And his, I don't know, handler, his chancellor, seems to be very much in control.
Yes, we must talk about him, darling. Myself and my friends have some squabbles to pick with him. He is a naughty man, safe to say. Offended us, perhaps, you could say, some time ago. And there are grievances to be set, isn't that right? So perhaps the Strigani might be able to offer a little bit of assistance, although not really Strigani, more of a hodgepodge of various travellers. You want some tea, darling?
And what can it hurt?
She turns and begins to pour a cup of tea. The kettle seems to be already hot. There is a sort of rudimentary stove inside a wooden cart, which seems like a terrible idea from health and safety's point of view. But nevertheless, it exists for the sake of my narrative. And as she stands, the majority of her clothing seems to fall from her shoulders. Oh, do apologise, darling. So hard to find clothes that fit.
Yeah, I just stay stone-faced and try not to stare.
Okay, she takes her left hand and taps her rump 3 times. Don't worry about looking, darling. Youth is there to be celebrated.
As you say, man.
Now, she turns back around. I will point out at this point a very thin sort of veil of silk covers her behind. Okay. You can make out whatever details you wish through. Anywho, she turns back around with a cup of tea and passes it, slides it along the table toward you. So, darling, what do you need help with?
Well, supposedly, first things first, got obviously this curse thing that I gotta deal with. But also, I'd like to figure out what kind of rat is living in that manor in town.
What kind of rat indeed, darling? A sneaky one, that's to say. He hurt my friends some time ago, and there is a vendetta to be paid.
Your friends here at the camp?
My friend right here, darling. She turns her head 45 degrees to her left. There is a current veil, I would describe, a similar material to her underwear. You can see an individual sat down at the other side of it, although you cannot make out any details of said individual. Doesn't like to talk much. My friend has returned to town to try and deal with a grievance, personal.
I just nod, because obviously I didn't notice him when I first walked in, which makes me very unsettled, but what is it y'all need from us then?
Oh,
Seems
nothing,
like this is gonna be
darling. We're here to help. We're here to help, darling. What this town needs is leadership, isn't it? And we found a noble. Isn't that wonderful, darling?
Indeed. Indeed.
So are you here to usurp? Are you... What's your intentions?
Well, I was told to look into the manor here, the Lord, if you will.
And
I'm a younger son, so
how's the looking
I
going?
don't have much to forward to. Well, it's looking like this town is kind of shit, but
Yes, darling. Well, do you have anything to go on, darling?
well, we're looking for the brothers. It seems one of them's kind of gone missing, and the other one's a pit fighter or some rot.
Okay, well, that's always a start. Well, okay, I tell you what. How do you feel about your curse, darling?
Well, I don't feel great about it.
It doesn't
itch or anything yet.
Oh, it smells, darling, but only to those that can smell it. Tell you what, when things start going downhill, do think of me. In the meantime, darling, if there is anything you need help with, we are very resourceful. You will think of me, won't you, darling?
I don't think I'll be able to forget you, ma'am.
Indeed. So, I do look forward to working together. We'll talk again soon, ta-ta.
And then I'll stand up, take her hand, do that bow kiss on the hand, and then turn to walk out.
She gives you a flirtatious wave as you turn to leave.
Bright red coming out of the door.
All right. A awkward walk back as Sigmar looks for a pillow to cover his... So
My coin purse.
I will assume that some weird and awkward conversation takes place on your walk back, but for the sake of brevity within this session, as there is much to do, darling, much to do. We will move...
I did have a question real quick.
Fire away, yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
I did this at the other manor, but what did it smell like in there?
Oh, roll me a perception test.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Oh, and you don't want it to... You don't get information for free in this life. It would have been average, so you get plus 20, so that will be a pass. That's my bad for forgetting to say. A vague fragrance of perhaps cinnamon and orange, which was probably the tea you were drinking,
Christmas Eve.
which tasted of cinnamon and orange. Yeah, somewhat festive.
Lazarus,
Yes.
I thought you said your friend was an old woman.
She was. Then I gave her a troll heart. She ate it. And then she started to get younger.
Oh. Wonderful. Well,
Be some troll out myself.
she said that we can't get rid of the curse to come back to see her, and that they want us to help, or they want to help deal with Tom, Lord Tom, not crazy mutant Tom.
Well,
Kind of
that
confused about the whole conversation, but there was another person in there. I couldn't quite see him. It was pretty dark. He didn't say anything.
interesting.
She at least pointed him out, but still, I mean, I could have sat in there the entire time and probably wouldn't have noticed.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably go inform the others of what happened here.
I think they all came with us, didn't they?
We didn't.
I'm going to say
No, we
no.
didn't.
No, they
Okay,
stayed
there
and
you
packed your bags. And probably
Alright.
looked through them.
Yeah. No, I've got manservants to slap their hands away on that one.
You think they're still alive?
Oh, you can't kill Santiago.
No, that's true.
Righto. Let's,
Well, Lazarus, I think we need to talk about her later on. But we got some more pressing matters to deal with today.
I agree. We should definitely talk about her later. She is hot.
Yeah, she is definitely a looker, my friend.
All right. So let us fast track to the point that you have arrived back to the rat hole. And you have assembled your troops. You're headed out via cart. I assume you will arrive back to a rather eager Rex Reinhard and Setup, who are keen to get a move on, as already there is delay. So
I've never seen Setup so active, and he's usually pretty...
What the hell happened to you? You get laid or something? Jesus.
I bet that was probably on the table, but no, not this time.
No, yeah, of course, fancy pants cigar. Forgetting the true aim of the day.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of doing those kind of things in front of some stranger in the
What?
shadows staring at you.
That sounds like some weird Crystal's Girls shit, that does.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Let's get on the road.
Yep, so we jump on the cart and start. Cool.
Jump! Jump! I jump on.
Yes?
we are now on an imaginary cart that there is no token for, but you are all riding on said cart. It is glorious. Sell it. Your trusty mule drags you forward.
Are we near the point where I blow the horn?
Sure.
Well, I'm going to wait for a second with that, but... Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can blow the horn as and when you like.
Okay. Alright, guys. So, let's break this down. Like I was trying to do in the rat hole before I was rudely interrupted by Stragani dudes. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
we have multiple problems. The first, that plant thing with the Temple of Raya, which I believe comes out of those stones, like you told me, after a sacrifice.
You're told by Tom, yep.
The sacrifice, the greater the sacrifice, the better the protection from beasties.
And the more the plant growth.
Right. So,
So we sacrifice the cart.
It wouldn't be worth much right now, my friend.
I don't know, but you're probably worth something to somebody. So
Well,
if you think
apparently.
about it, you've got to think about it like that. Because you told me the muties were taking kids and sacrificing kids to the altar.
Indeed. At least that or traitors, one of the two. They're both missing from Blutrock.
More likely the kids, because the kids would be worth more to the mothers and the father. Well, maybe not the fathers, the drunkards, but the parents maybe. And that drives, like, I want to say voodoo at this point.
Yeah, it's all voodoo to me.
To create the beast barrier. Let's call it that. That sounds great. So
Yeah.
and then the plant grows in its place. Okay.
I think it's a. Yeah, it's well. I don't know about in its place, but yeah, it's a side.
Or a side effect, yeah.
Yeah.
So we can probably make the assumption, based on our digging, that there is one of those stones in the basement of Tarn Manor.
That is a very good assumption.
Thank you, thought of it all myself.
Nah.
Now, with that, but what would be such a great sacrifice that the plant would come out the building? Because you said the plant around the mutants one was kind of small and sort of weedy.
Yeah, little bush.
So, what would you sacrifice? What would be worth so much in Tarn?
Maybe it's
Well,
just to say
go ahead,
maybe
Lazarus.
something like all the burnings that were happening around that could have been part of it. Maybe the Lord is doing stuff outside of town that's affecting it. He's never around.
He could be using this covered wagon to bring people back from other towns. I mean, didn't you say that there was a missing maid or matron or something?
Yeah, so basically, from what I know from my maid contact inside, is that the matron went missing a long while ago, like well before you turned up, Sigurd. She went missing, never heard from again, but one of the old stewards managed to hide some of her stuff, which was kind of odd. So I got this here map. I hereby show them the map. Wave the map around in front of their faces. It is a map of Reichland. It has X's on some of the towns.
I will clarify, the map goes slightly beyond Reichland.
Oh, does it?
Not much, but a little. Just for visualizations.
Okay. So there's a bunch of X's on the towns and the cities, which means I think that the matron was looking for someone.
She could looking for the older brothers, like we have been.
Possibly. Can I check on the map and check for Stimogen?
Yeah.
Was
You
it
have
crossed
read
off?
and write, don't you, Rex?
Yes.
You do indeed. There are a few of the major cities that have sort of circles on them. There is Altdorf, there is Stimogen is one, there is Nuln, there is even Marienburg is circled as well. A couple or a few even are crossed out, though not all. I will say Altdorf and Stimogen are crossed out. The other two remain circled, with scribblings by the side, although, as we have touched on, it is seemingly in some sort of written code.
Yeah.
Is it handwriting now?
It is handwriting.
So
It's not printed.
I'll pull out my the letter then that I started with that brought me here.
Mhm.
I want to try to compare the handwriting of the two.
Make
Rex has seen this, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Lazarus, are you literate, Lazarus?
I am.
Well, there you go. You can read it. It's just basically says, like, the Lord of Tom is worth investigating or looking into.
One of you can make, and this is assuming there's a little bit of assistance between you, an average perception roll to try and evaluate the two handwritings to see for any similarity.
Rex,
46 here.
go for it. Mine's trash.
You said easy, right?
Not easy, sorry, average.
Average.
Oh, bad start.
Difficult to tell with that roll. There's...
Ooh.
Okay, so when I said
Broke my
one
eye.
of you could roll,
Oh,
that meant one of you. Cheeky.
I want
fuck.
to
Lazarus
see
can't
guys.
keep that.
So that one was sort of representative of all of you effectively chipping in, and the fact it was average was because a few of you are helping. I will say, Rex, that there are similarities in handwriting, although you feel that this is perhaps a case of someone that's more into pen and paper and less into sort of proper investigating. But
What?
what?
You more into pen and paper than investigate? What? Oh, right. I see. They're a cleric.
Yeah, basically,
They're a clerk.
the thing that you get from this is that leave this to someone that's obsessed with pen and paper and books, not like the real investigating, which is putting clues together. But
Either that, or I need a magnifying
have,
glass.
yeah,
We
we'll
can
get
have
it.
Fernando look at it later.
Yeah. Well, I think I need a better look at this. I'll have to do it another time. Maybe looking to get myself a magnifying glass might help us out.
I'll say the rest of you concur. There is similarity, but
Not enough
not
to go on.
enough to be confident of any form
Unless
of.
we're in a moving cart.
That
bouncing
doesn't
down the
help.
road.
That doesn't help.
All right. So we got some X's and stuff on a map. She obviously was looking for somebody before she went missing.
I reckon she found somebody before she went missing.
Yeah. Or they found her looking.
Bit of column A, bit of column B. But yeah, so there's that. I had a couple of other effects, nothing too important. Just like hairband and stuff.
Up ahead of you at this point, there is a slight murmur coming from the road. A few riders, it sounds like, are heading in your direction.
Ah, crap.
1, 2, 3, 5, 10, perhaps in total. A familiar sight to Reinhard as he sees the individual who is leading this group, who are headed straight toward. Reinhard, you recognize this as Captain Lambert.
Yo, Captain!
You shout out toward him, and as his group is approaching, I will say that this is an armoured group of horsemen. Rex, not the group you have met beforehand, but an armoured group of perhaps Road Warden, Reinhard. And as they go around you, the two columns sort of separating to go side by side, you get a brief, "Oh, Reinhard! How are you?" as he disappears into the sunset. That was Captain Lambert the Defiant, the man who has been slaying river trolls on your behalf for the past month. Him and a group of road
He's a
wardens.
hero.
He is, locally. To fill everyone in on chat, he is actually the hero of Tarm right now. Not you guys anymore, I'm afraid. Because for the past month, the trolls that have been plaguing the river, the Fishing Guild, have been slain by Captain Lambert, despite his orders to refrain and stick to the roads, thus earning the title of Captain Defiant.
Nice.
Anyway, he disappears into the sunset, off to probably slay things and sleep with women.
You gotta love that guy.
The man. That's who I
legend.
need to be.
He's a beast.
Right, where was I? Anyway. So, there's something going on there. Now, the brothers, we've managed to sort of find one. The other one is still a work in progress, I'm afraid. One of the brothers, we found him in Stimogen-ish 6 months ago. Apparently went to a manor home or something.
Yeah, he had a property out in the countryside. Kind of a vacation home, I guess. Some of his employees talked to him and said that the place looked abandoned or empty, but then heard noises inside and kind of noped out. So
Yeah.
nobody's seen him in about 6 months.
Now, Ralph, I had a quick chat with Ralph, and he told me that the guys who were actually doing the investigating were actually just clerks and scribes. So,
Yeah, because he does have a business that he's, was running.
they're about as useful as a chocolate teapot at this point.
Yeah. Need a proper investigator.
I'll get round to it.
Smile at him.
One stupid problem at a time, please.
Yeah,
So,
indeed.
covered that. Now, I can't help but feel, because I also have a picture of the matron with the family, like with Lord Tom, like the proper Lord, not this shitty Lord we got right now.
Senior? Hero?
That guy. Yeah, the guy who actually did something. The guy who actually did something. The three brothers. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the three sons and some of the staff, and there's like a picture and a painting. So I think that maybe this matron was what brought up those boys. So I feel there's maybe a connection there. However, without being able to find any of the sods, it's bugger all to go on at the moment.
Right. And it's going to be hard to...
Well, hopefully, we might turn up something at this mansion. Maybe the guy just turned the lights off. Because we are talking about scribes and clerks.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that's the case. But 6 months is a long time to leave your business in somebody else's hands.
Then again, what's the point in being a lord if you're not going to be a lord either? These bloody tomboys do strange bloody things.
Yeah, like getting kicked out of the army and becoming a pit fighter.
Well, I've heard of sillier things, but yeah, that's definitely up there. So, that's about as far as I've got with that one.
Yeah.
Now, finally, I have one more thing. Well, two more things. So this other thing, I took that symbol that you boys, well, Celeb, you boys went into the cave, didn't you, with the rat men?
Yarr.
You remember that symbol on the door?
No.
What? No.
I was busy looking into the fog.
Anyway,
Yeah, the others.
the others
Found
found a symbol and drew it for us. I copied it and took it elsewhere. I took it to Bogarthen, to the Temple of Moor. I then presented it to Father what's his face?
That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah, Father what's his face? And he was nice about it, and he said, "Come back." He'll come back to me in a week, and he did, with 50 blokes in full battle gear, black armor, skull faces.
That's... Yeah, I was wondering where the hell they came from.
Yeah.
And why they... Yeah, at least they didn't burn the town down.
Nah, well, the thing is, it was like, I was met by 51 guys, sorry, in full battle gear, and I'm like, well, I'm only one bloke, I better show him where it is. So, went back into the rat cave. By the way, brilliant name for like a club or something.
You do pit fighter ring?
Yeah, it'd be great. So, took him back to the rat cave, where all the rats mysteriously disappeared. I think you would too if there's 50 armed blokes running around with torches.
Probably, yeah.
But they got to the stone door, and there was a massive crack in it. So whatever was in there is now not in there. And they looked really pissed off.
I just kind of looked towards Silp. So, were you hitting the door? Nah.
He's busy patting his mule.
Yeah.
Yarr. What?
He's now paying attention.
Oh, were you guys hitting that door? before you left that stone door down in the rat cave?
Nope. Not that I can remember.
Oh shit. So, yeah, whatever was in there is now not in there. And they went riding around for a week, mostly pissing Sauron off. And basically, they came back to me and said, well, we tried, but it's not here anymore. So...
What's not here?
Well, that's the thing they wouldn't talk about. What they did say was whatever it was, they hoped that it just went back to where it came from the east, whatever that means. Geography is not my strong point.
The east. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of shit east of us.
Well,
Everything. I mean, we're in the western part of the Reichland, so I mean, you got most of the Reichland east of us.
Well, the way they were talking, it sounded a little bit more sinister than just some random dude. So I think there's something not so great hanging around.
They can give you a name.
No. But as it's more, I can't imagine that it's going to be anything that's alive.
Right. Yeah. Undead.
So I look forward to when that one blows up in our faces.
Yeah.
Then what's the Skaven digging in from the other side?
It's going to be glorious.
Yeah. I think we're kind of hemmed in here. We got Ratman beneath us, some kind of undead or vampire thing running around. Orcs, beastmen, cultists, trolls.
And Tom's right at the centre of the action, just the way I like it.
Don't forget your curse.
And we have the bloody Welgie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. We were about to get to the Welgie setup. I was saving the best till last. Just for you. So, now that we know that... So, I had a chat with the elf bloke. Name's Radrian or Radheron. I don't know, some elf bollocks. Basically, he says that the stone that we saw by the mutants was originally of the elves, but apparently they sort of slacked off a bit and lost it. But
That
you know,
would explain why the cultists wanted that stone ring that the elves were staying at.
well, yes, but here's the funny thing: how the hell did an elf slack off so much that they lost the entire stone?
I mean, yeah, but how long ago was this? I mean, elves yesterday could have been 200 years ago.
I mean, funny you should mention that. It was a couple hundred years ago.
Well, there you go. And then there's another similar type of stone probably buried in that new extension to the town manor with them.
I wonder
Damn,
if that stone has
ivy
anything
coming
to
out.
do with my vision.
Huh?
What?
What?
I had that vision with where there was a stone in the middle of a forest. Do you think that might have something to do with it? The one that they lost?
Well, there was a stone in the middle of a forest.
Care to share your vision?
Stone circle in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, maybe the beastmen are building around it.
Well, right now it's held by the elves, so I don't know if they're getting too close to the elves or not.
Oh,
I mean, I haven't. They told me. I mean, the cultist leader there, Father Tom, told me how to get there. But if we walk in there empty-handed or go try to deal with the elves, they'd probably shoot us long before we even see the stone circle.
well, funny you should mention that. We covered this. We also covered this with my friend. Well, I say friend, more like an acquaintance, Radheron. So basically, he said, like, if we go to the village empty-handed, we will more than likely be killed, which odds are we probably will be, considering we've got Blood Curse Boy here, Celeb the Distraction, Lazarus, I don't know what you've been doing lately, but what the hell is going on with your arms, and Reinhard's, well, he's just a road warden, so it's okay. And then me. So I don't fancy our chances.
What's option 2 then? If option 1 is death.
Option 2. We go to the mutants, we kill them, we steal their shit, and we bring it to the elves, and they might remove Curse Boy's curse over there.
I
be
wanted
ideal.
to shoot Father Tom when I had him wrapped by the neck anyway, so let's go back and finish it.
You bloody well should have shot him.
Well,
We were
I mean,
way outnumbered with heavy foot over here.
let's
But I'll shoot you.
let's not worry about what was, and just fix what will
Yes,
be.
I realise you want your curse lifted. It's fine. We will get round to it. I promise you.
Well,
Your curse is the next curse to be banished. I assure you, sir.
He gave me like 9 weeks, so I think we got time. But if we hit him sooner rather than later, I'll be much more at ease. And I take a swig from my flask.
Right. So, because of this, we're going to need some help. Because, I'm sorry, but 5 of us cannot take on that many brick shithouses that you described.
Yeah, just don't ask Celep here.
So, I know Select thought, it would have been a win. Wouldn't it, mate? It would have been a win, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
Still petting his mule.
If we can't find anybody, we can always use the stealth approach.
Yeah, I'll sit back this time.
Or maybe just not answer who's there to
Celeb gazes off into the distance because my food arrived right back.
Well,
or maybe this time, Sigurd, you don't say who's there to who goes there.
Well, they're gonna find me one way or the other. I figure if I'm out in the open, then everybody else could have done something a little different, but we'll worry about that later.
They might not have seen
Let's just have
you.
a
You
better
were in an
plan going.
almighty bush.
Well, can't change the past.
No,
Mister,
but
I wasn't there.
Well, we can try and change the future, I suppose. Now, I feel we're going to need some backup, and we'll sell up stuff in his face over there. I figure that we'll just get
Quieter.
the elf,
Whisper it.
the elf will help us out, mate.
Yeah, let's not say that too loud with Dewey. I mean, you can't hear much when he's eating his loud, but
Yeah, but I can hear him. Jesus.
Rex,
So, yep,
do you have the horn?
I do.
Are you going to blow it?
I will.
As you reach for the horn and start to raise it towards your mouth, you hear a voice from your side. You are incredibly loud.
son of a bitch.
I had a feeling you were already here.
He looks like he's got his hand rubbing his forehead right now, like just asking why to whichever gods that the elves pray to. Right. Let us go then. I will walk.
Well,
Your mule
all right
is
then, mate.
slow and it smells.
It does smell.
Pardon me.
That's one grudge. He gives you directions.
Talk about the mule.
Take the next left. Continue for a mile. And once more, I will see you at the old oak tree. You'll recognize it. And he just sort of disappears into the woods, as elves do, and yada yada yada.
Well, Rex, I hope you didn't say anything that pissed off your friend there.
he's fine. But yeah, so that's I think that's
Why is he helping us anyway, Rex?
wow. So Radiron,
Can we just call him Rad?
It's
Rad,
Radrian. From a bush by your side. Like he's walking alongside you in the woods.
That.
Right, so our man Radrian here, he has basically he's been investigating all this chaos mumbo jumbo. Actually, do I say? No, yeah, well.
Mumbo jumbo.
He's been investigating all the mumbo jumbo going on around here. So he's got a bit of a stake in it too. and by getting that stone back gives him another chance, or gives him.
Don't mind me. Carry on.
No, I'm trying to think of what I'm saying.
Can you stop rolling so well, please?
Right?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Lazarus,
Yes.
you've been looking at the others while conversing, and looking back at where you've just come from, you can see a wall of black-ish smoke and flame and fire that seems to be some 20-yard tall, and it seems to be forming a wall, if that makes sense. So directly across the road you have come from, you seem to be able to see, as I say, some incredible... It's not orange or fiery in any way. It's sort of black and grey, a weird concoction of colours. It's certainly not natural flame. But you see this back where you came from.
Guys, do you see that behind us?
What the?
Has Reinhard seen anything like this before on his travels?
Well, none of you can see anything.
Well, you just point out to us.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I've looked backwards
yeah, none of you can see anything.
and I can't see. Yeah,
Looks like a forest to you.
nothing there,
road.
dude. Just go.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate.
There's this gray, misty fog. It's almost like a smoke from a fire, but not a natural fire.
Right, that's it. No more specific herbs for you.
Yeah, what have you been on? There's
Mr.
nothing there,
Moor.
man.
I did manage to get the town some money earlier by finding some drugs out in the wilderness. You know, marijuana.
Great.
I will say to you, Lazarus, this flame seems to reach as far as sort of you can see. This is not like a small stretch of wall. This is large, and at least
Like,
seems to encompass
the whole forest.
It's. I mean,
Like, you
it's
chose
sort of a
one from behind,
line
basically.
between you and Tom, as far as you can tell.
Like a wall. It's like just a clear
Like
wall.
maybe like a wall, maybe like some sort of dark, flamey sort of wall-ish. At which point, I will point out that Radrian, from your left, it's like listening to two insects headbutting each other. It's just painful.
Do you see this, Radrian? Do you see what I'm seeing?
He doesn't say anything in return. You're just greeted by silence.
I'm really liking how he's hiding and like moving quietly. I want to see if I can compete with him.
Sure, roll perception. Average. Average perception test. Good luck.
Are you trying to compete with him silently, or are you trying to watch him?
Well, I gotta find him first, and then I'm gonna try and follow him.
Okay.
See if I can...
You rolled fairly well, but you don't see anything. See a few shadows and such, but it's fairly dense wood. There's bushes, there's trees. Nothing.
Practice.
What's his name? Galadrian?
Radrian.
Radrian.
And at
At
this
what
point,
point should we get off and start walking?
well, I was going to say, at that point, you arrive at a fairly large oak tree that stands out from the rest of the local flora. Hello, and welcome. We will have to park your cart.
Yeah.
Show me where.
We have a mile on foot
Keep
to
it by the
walk.
tree.
If you could try to be light-footed, that would be well appreciated.
Just show us where to park the dwarf.
Sweet baby Sigmar.
I'm fairly sure 2 grudges this session already. All right, so Radrian basically guides you through the forest. At a few occasions, he insists on him going ahead to go and scout. I would say at this point that it's fairly evident that you're dealing with someone who is an expert within the woods, because by the time he says he's going to go and look ahead and you're like, yeah, okay, what, bye, he's just, without a noise, without a trace, without a sound, he disappears, and minutes later comes back, insisting that you must tread more quietly and move onward. And so 15 to 20 minutes pass with you walking into the woods before he approaches you once more. We are close.
At this point, if we're getting close, I'm going to take my male shirt off and offer it to Sigmar.
Yeah, I'll throw it on.
I want the extra stealth.
Okay. Let me do a little bit of item management then. Trappings. This is a perfect time to shout out to Foundry and how amazing it is for male shirt, drag and drop.
Really is
There we
good.
go. And there you go. And it's just really great. Look at what you can do. It's just so easy. You've now got a
So
male
quick.
shirt, by the way. It's so quick and easy. A bit
With
like
my
the
leather jacket.
Probably
Stragani
took him longer to put it on.
priestess thingy, whatever she was. Who knows what she is? Is she a seer? Who knows? Anyway, how do you wish to proceed?
I think
Well, we're looking for your advice, but I was thinking circle round those of us that are more stealthy, see if we can pick off 1 or 2 here. Thin the herd, as it were.
that would be what
Find
Lazarus and
stragglers.
you.
You've been here before, haven't you, Radiron?
No, I am just tracking them, but I have looked ahead. There are a number of them. They seem to be setting up some form of camp for the evening. For the day, even.
Right.
Should we wait until night to attack?
I can't see in the
Better.
dark.
Well, no, none of us really can, but if you're going on the offensive with fewer numbers, you should always go
Okay.
What's your plan, Radrion?
I'm going to go and kill some.
There you go. I guess we're going.
Hello.
Let's go.
We'll
I
try
think,
and creep in.
Okay.
So Philip and I will stay towards the back, and once we start to hear something, we'll move in. Because neither one of us can be super silent.
So at this point, join. There we go. Oh, let's switch over to tension. Tension music. There we go. Right. It will take a moment for you to load scene. Do not fret. It's a fairly large file, so it may take a minute. But welcome on in. You are currently headed southwest as far as the map is concerned. Radrian, upon hearing your suggestion, Reinhard, does inspect your equipment before proceeding. If you are capable, you may follow.
Yeah, I'll follow him. Back him up.
If you give away my position, I will leave you to die.
Fine.
So be quiet, please. And
I follow.
he just starts buggering off into the woods because, quite frankly, he's a wood elf. You're humans. The rest of you, what's up? How you doing?
Well, if he's walking that way, the enemy's probably in that general direction.
Yeah, I will say he's afforded you the general information that the encampment is sort of, let's say in terms of the map, he's pointed southwest, sort of directly. That's where he's seen them set up, and thus.
Do we see? I was gonna say, do we see campfire smoke?
Roll a challenging perception test. I will say, Reinhard, as you are focusing on sneaking right now, following Radian without making noise, let's just roll with these guys. Okay.
Oh, well.
I will say that you confirm the direction, that you believe that there is something going on sort of southwest of you. Something that will be free is that one big guy that is directly southwest, but I believe your visual range won't quite... Oh no, you can just see him. Hey there. You can notice that individual currently tearing into a corpse of some creature on the floor.
Yeah.
And... Salep, you have vision. Congratulations. You open your eyes, and in front of you is a forest. You...
If you say so, I don't even see my token anymore.
It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? It's going to be one of those days. Okay, we'll just put you on here again. How about that?
I see my token and pitch black screen.
Oh, I hate you so much right now.
I see rain.
Okay. You will see things in a moment. It's okay. It's okay.
Well,
how about now, Dewey?
Rain.
There you go. Fine. We're back. Sigmar, what's up?
I gotta say, is Lazarus, are you now one of our stealthy characters, or are you staying back with us?
I'm going to be staying back just a little bit because I can't fight very well still. I can shoot.
All right.
Reinhard, do you mind rolling me a stealth test, please? I will say, for now, we will make this... For now, we will make this easy.
Okay.
Can I move up
for the first one?
Practice?
Yeah, you can move forward a little bit.
Well, it's there we go.
Yeah, you can move a little bit. Radrian continues moving, and la da dee 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 dee. Oof. What is his perception?
Blind.
That's fine.
Oh. Yep, dumb and blind.
No. Below you, Reinhard, is an individual that seems to be currently taking a piss by a rock. You creep in amongst some fairly tall grass and bushes toward said individual, and Radhirian makes a nod toward it. Not yet. And he continues to move around. Da-da-da-da-dee continues to walk. The rest of you, are you just holding sort of tight right now?
Unfortunately, stealth's not really my game.
Okay.
Stay with me, leash.
I'm going to try and stealth up over to the left.
Okay. You want to have a little peek?
Yep. So...
Oh, fuck.
Roll a easy stealth test to start off with. Just about. You managed to get to where you are. I will say at this point you do not feel particularly confident in your abilities, as some of the twigs begin to sort of break underneath your feet. You feel you're fairly heavy-footed, but you can sort of wiggle yourself within a few squares of where you are. And roll me a challenging perception test, please, Lazarus. Reinhard, one more. Ooh, this will be easy for now. Stealth test.
I ain't seen.
Oh, good lord. This is like last week all over again.
Yeah, it is.
It's like Ralph being like, oh, I'm going to teeter right on the edge. It's like edging.
I think what I was doing there is I was just sort of like looking to my right and checking the guy was still pissing.
Okay.
I'm assuming I don't see these two individuals with their perception.
The ones that are revealed, I will say, with where you're stood, with -5, no, you're very concerned with your feet right now, and left foot, right foot, heel, toe, or is it toe, heel? You're not sure. While debating that, Radrian points out 2 more individuals in front of you, Reinhard, and looks like the guy that was maybe taking a piss has decided, well, maybe it's not just a piss, and has now pulled down his trousers.
Jesus.
Classic stealth mission.
Yeah.
Radrid turns towards you, Reinhard, and looks towards the guy that's currently taking a dump. Can you shoot from here, or do you need to go closer? You are fairly close, Reinhard. You have line of sight.
Yeah. I'm good to shoot from here.
Okay. I will say that Radrian is smiling at you right now, and he seems to be having a bit of fun with this. Like, even though he has his face covered, you can see like the cheeks perk up a little bit, but
Okay.
he's like, this is funny. I do enjoy watching humans try to shoot.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give this a go.
He draws his bow and aims it at the individual and sort of says, after you.
I basically, I'm going to try and prove to him that I can take down this guy. So I'm not saying anything,
Sure.
but I'm going to prove it.
Okay, sure. So you can target this guy who's wiggled a bit to the side to get a better angle on his dump.
Dump. Carry on.
Yeah, no, he's pulled his trousers down. This is how this is going today.
He's super into the dump.
Rip him a new asshole.
You're currently shooting him mid-ha. Right. I will say this is range-wise, let's have a think. Range, I need to click on your combat tab to actually look at your range categories. No, we need to click on that. You are average. Yeah, you're outside of 7 yards, 7 to 30, so an average test for you to try and shoot this individual.
Okay, an average range crossbow.
At this
I've got him
individual.
targeted, yeah.
Okay, that is a hit. That is some damage. And no damage values. Ensure that the attacker is using a damage-causing like weapon. You didn't roll your crossbow. So what we'll do...
Did.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you did
He
ranged
opposed
crossbow. You
himself.
need to click on your crossbow tab.
Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll edit it to say 65. So click on crossbow and just roll an average test and they will edit it. Because that way I don't have to do loads of maths.
Do you need to bother?
Okay, well, yeah, okay, we'll keep that the same. Although you didn't... I don't think you targeted him now.
word.
This is the worst day of my life.
Let me try, hang on.
Try one more time.
Oh, man.
Roll a 64
Yeah, you
this
were
time.
right.
No, like, it's fine.
63 this time.
He's finished his dump now. He's...
Amateurs.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. What was it, 65? Yeah, 65 for the original.
Versus the 78.
Versus 78.
Yeah, because his versus
Yeah,
is
yeah,
now
yeah.
wrong.
Why do we do this? Right, okay. Delete that, retro. Right, this is good. Everything's fine.
Why do you
Okay,
keep on deselecting him?
I don't know.
Is it because he's in darkness?
Pause the damn stream. Okay, you're rolling range crossbow opposed. I just need you to roll your crossbow. So you need to click on your actual crossbow. Hang on, there you go.
Bloody hell.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, I rolled close. So you have to click the crossbow, so range crossbow won't do anything for this.
Yeah, I tried that time. But I don't think it was
I'm
loaded
sure
or
you're
something.
doing it fine, but
Anyway.
something, yeah, it probably wasn't loaded that time, which is why it did dumb things. Don't worry. 10 damage after all of his toughness. Where do you hit him? Left arm. Let's have a look. Combat. Standard force. Okay. Okay. So you managed to hit him in the left arm, and it does a degree of damage. Where's the tension music gone? Good. Today is just all over the place. Right, okay. So, I mean, this is... Yep. Okay, you shoot him in the left arm, and he's like, what the hell? And before he can do anything, another arrow is sent through the center of mass, and he falls to the floor. Try aiming a little more next time.
I'm going to reload.
You reload while Rodrian basically giggles to himself for a little bit, finding this incredibly amusing. Okay. Meanwhile, back at base, Rex, Sigmar, Selep, do one of you want to roll a perception test with...
I'll
one of
roll
you can roll an easy, but only one of you.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Not
Rex,
me.
easy perception.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's right.
good day,
Save
boys.
the good tests for later. Just behind the large individual that is feasting on some sort of corpse on the floor, there is another individual stood there with a bow in hand. They seem to be tending to a cart the other side of them. Right. Meanwhile, Bradrian moves a little bit further forward. Can I have a challenge, an average stealth test from you this time, Reinhard? As he points towards the two individuals to your left.
Oof.
Oh, I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay, because he's about to just burst out laughing and give away your position. So you can take a corruption point to have a re-roll, but that's up to you. Like, I'm not going to say you need to, but you can just do that if you wish. It's like
I'm going to do that.
you're going to do that. Today is one of
take a
those
darn deal
days.
to re-roll. You
Yeah,
ready?
exactly.
Hey.
Well, that's better. Okay. So you're about to step on a twig where this little feeling in your head, this little whisper is like, step that way. You do so. All goes well. You avoid snapping a twig.
For the greater good.
Right.
And I just turned to Sigurd, shut the fuck up.
I'll take the left, you take the right.
Okay.
He smiles again at you and he's just sort of, he's finding this pretty amusing. Right, so
It's
Rodrian.
loaded this time.
Yep. Rodrian's going to target the lady on the left. And he is going to roll his elf bow, which is ridiculous. It's going to be an easy test for him because just the range is just ridiculous. He rolls incredibly well, and Jesus
Blows her in
fucking
half.
Christ. Wow. He hits her, and she explodes. Okay, so Jesus Christ. Yeah, like he seems to get her in the shoulder, and it just seems to, like, sever the shoulder from the arm. So,
I think I've got this roll better. What range is it?
plus 20 for you.
Okay,
Fred,
so
he's got
7 to
much
30.
longer range than you with his elf bow.
It's
I
fine.
will say, you've never seen a bow like this before. It's very swish. It's like a Ferrari of bows. But anyway, crossbow time, plus 20. If you could target this...
And I've targeted him this time, yeah. Let's give this a go.
let's give this a go. We got this. Oh, hell yeah! Hell
Wow.
yeah!
Wow.
Wow.
You're like, check this out.
I watched him and I thought, I'm going to do that.
That's hilarious. So I'm just going to say, as a GM, I wasn't expecting that, which is great. So he does to the left arm what you do to the right arm, and the two of them just basically, both of them just losing an arm all of a sudden in the side of their chest, fall to the floor.
I reload.
He looks at you, squints his eyes, given you rolled a natural 1, he's going to pull your hood back. He's just going to have a little bit of a look at your ears. Curious. And moves onwards. Because lols, basically. Just lols. He's going to continue moving, and you can roll another average stealth test to keep up with him. Oof.
Oof. Oof.
Better.
Good. So you roll and keep up with him as he... You roll a 98. As he stands up from the bush and says, I'm pretty sure that's all of them. And
I have that down at this point because I know there's more.
yeah. Roll a perception test for me. Challenging.
Okay. I'm pretty sure. I challenge. Sorry.
You're hidden at this point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So you see to your north, like 1, 2, 3 individuals.
And I tap him. I don't say anything. I just tap him.
I will say, given that he's done so badly with that, if you used a fate point, you can drag him into the bush. Not a fate point, sorry, a fortune. But he's already standing up as you're looking around. So if you want to use a fortune to do it, that's fine. Or we can just. It's up to you. But.
Let me see. Only one fortune point left. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'll keep stealthy as quick
Did
as
you not
possible.
refresh your fortune points at the start
Oh
of the session?
man, you gotta refresh them.
You got to
You've only
refresh
used
them
one.
yourself.
Doink, there you go. You're now on 2. So
Okay.
now you're down to 1 because today has been a stressful day for Reinhard. So as he stands up and says, I think we will, you drag him back into the bush and point out that there are a bunch of individuals. Again, he looks towards you and pulls back your hood, looking at your ears. Curious. And he...
I still say nothing to him.
Yeah,
I just
fair
stay
enough.
completely silent. Just let him pull the hood off and then put it back up again.
Okay, let's have another...
I want
To do whatever. Yeah. Let's go back to the group because you guys haven't really heard anything in a while right now.
We
Over
haven't
to
heard
you.
anything in a while. I'm like, okay, so it seems like they're doing all right.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking,
Charged?
not yet. What I'm thinking is if we make a little bit of noise like that way, and I point towards the behind, sort of to the right of us,
Yep.
so they have to walk past us.
Yep.
I can make some
Then-
noise.
No, not that much noise, you tit.
I could shoot one of my rocks into the bushes.
There you go.
That's exactly where we're going with that. If we throw a rock over there, they might hear it and be like, what's that noise? And then come on over, and then we just jump and smash them.
I like smashing.
Yeah, but we have to be relatively quick at the smashing and less sort of rag about the smashing. Can you do that for me, Celep?
You mean no battle cry?
No battle cry. Just a thwack and drag.
All right.
Okay.
Lazarus knows about dragon.
Lazarus,
Dragging these nuts. Sorry.
roll me an easy sling roll to just like. What are you gonna try and what are you doing with the sling? What's your plan, buddy?
So I see this massive bush or tree right here.
There's a big bush. Yeah. You could probably put a rock in that.
Yeah, I'm trying to make some rustling noises. So like
Go for it.
distract people.
Yeah, just stone through bush. Roll
Just
me
to be-
roll me
just
an
to be sure.
Well, it's better than walking over there.
sure.
Yeah. You're talking to the west of us, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say don't. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Roll
Yeah.
me an easy attack using your sling. It's your first time using a sling on show.
Watch. Oh, she critically failed.
98. 98, yeah. The G string
That's it.
snaps and you hit set up in the face.
You just
I'm
rolled
ready.
plus-
Oh no, click on the sling. So roll the actual sling itself. On your combat tab.
Right. Okay, sling. Roll.
Easy.
Oh, I rolled challenging.
That's fine.
Good enough.
Okay. You send a stone through the center of the
Trying to,
bush.
Trying to make some noise.
You're pretty sure you can tell where like the center of mass is, so you could sort of shake it a little bit. And the other side, in a cliche manner.
Oh, what was that noise?
I just turned to Sigurd straight. Don't say anything.
I just slink down to the ground.
Yeah, she's pretty perceptive as she begins to.
Oh, come here, little birdie. Come here, little birdie.
You can hear a lady basically assuming there's an animal in the bush and going to go and try and find said animal. I will say to you that she's sort of within shrubbery right now. So obviously not a clear line of sight to you, but you can sort of, by the fact that she's sort of singing that she's hunting a bird. Cultists aren't that smart, seemingly. You can hear her.
Can I charge her? Without screaming?
No.
Silently
away.
charge. I mean, you can do what you like.
Too far away, we'd alert the others.
Wait until you start hearing them yell about the other two.
Lazarus, what are you up to? I'm going to assume right now, like, you're not just stood in the open like a pleb.
Right.
Putting all of your money in stonks. Okay.
Well, now at least we got more intel. There's a person over there.
Yep.
I think we can just wait right now. We'll give it a couple more rounds.
Back to
We'll
chilling a little bit.
hand it back to the stealthers, I think.
Hand it back to the
Yeah.
stealthers. Okay. Meanwhile, down in Stealth Town with the two elves, Radrian is going to move. It's just ridiculous.
100.
That's fine.
There we
So
go.
Radrian sort of moves over, easy done, sort of slips into the next bushes. Reinhard, we're going to have an average stealth test for you. You have to make your way across a clearing between two.
Oh.
Okay. Successfully make your way across said bush. Perception test.
I need one.
Yes. Challenging, please. I think that is actually still enough for him. It's ridiculous. Yep, you can see alongside him, Radrian, the individual to your left. He appears to be picking berries.
Good, he's got his bloody senses back. I don't say that, but that's what I'm thinking.
Bloody elves, they're so bad.
So noisy, God.
He draws his bow again, and would you like me to shoot first?
Yep. I nod.
Okay, so both of you will fire together. He'll say on 3. And thus he will not forget to target the individual to make his life a lot easier. A bit shit, but okay. He hits the guy in the right thigh as he starts to fall to the floor. It looks like it's pierced like through the hamstring region, Reinhard, but that's not going to
dead.
kill someone.
Okay.
He's not dead.
How far?
Plus 20.
Okay.
That'll do it.
Nice.
That'll do it. Right, should we go back to the crew right now?
Right. Okay, so this is out of character, by the way. No perception test, please. So, do we reckon if we make some noise just to the north of us, we can sort of grab her, pull her into the bush, and boom, stab her with everybody?
Sounds good to me.
Is that a good idea, guys?
You can try it.
I'm out of ideas of what to do because she's looking for a fucking bird.
Charge her and chop her head off.
They're still doing their stealthy bollocks, mate.
Charge her!
Oh, God.
Well,
Alright. So just gonna toss a rock, make some noise to the north of us, sort of off map, sort of off the edge of the map, sort of thing.
Okay. Roll a ballistic skill to see roughly how well you throw this rock.
Pretty well, apparently.
Sure. Well enough to throw a rock in that vicinity. Like it's not exactly where you want it, but you throw a rock to your north. How? Well, it's an average test. Yeah, that it's not. I will say it doesn't grab her attention, but it doesn't grab her attention in the bad way either. Nothing happens.
That's shit.
Well, I mean, I could always try the sling more impact.
Just wait until you hear them.
Yeah, we'll have
The
to wait for
alarm
them to
sound.
go off. So, alright, Celeb.
Charge?
No, not yet.
Oh.
When it goes off, yeah? Her.
As soon as you hear a word, people yelling, then go ahead and battle roar all you want.
Yep. That's
It.
yeah.
All
You
right.
get her, and then we'll work it out from there.
And on that note, we're going to take a 5-minute bio, and we'll be back in a little bit.
Dun, 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 dun,
Da, 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 da.
Takes 3 of us to keep Celeb in a bush at the moment.
Yeah, I mean that's your main role right now. It's just babysitting, but you're doing a great job.
It's okay. I'm just.
Righto, ladies and gentlemen. I will keep the tension music for the bow because technically no one has been aggroed yet in this Tom Clancy style session. Oh boy. Okay,
We're in a bush.
so you're in a bush. Lazarus, Rex, Achaidh Cheide are currently in a bush. Three of the four of you are trying to convince Celeb not to charge a lady that's currently to your left going,
Hello, little birdie. Oh, he's not a little birdie here.
Anyway, yeah. Lucky you didn't get the most intelligent cultist. Right, so what are you guys doing in your bush right now?
Right. Lazarus.
Waiting.
Try it again or wait?
Wait.
Alright. We're waiting.
Yep. Go to
Okay.
the stealthers.
You guys chill.
Oh, I guess there's not a little birdie here after all.
As she done bugger off. So basically, she just sort of gives up looking for a bird. Kind of disappointed. Rajurin looks towards you, Reinhard.
This seems rather easy.
What does?
Killing them.
So far, yeah.
He's currently looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them that are currently sat there around the cart.
Well, I have all the time in the world, so let's pick off the others.
As he continues to sneak around to the next bush. Reinhard, if you would like to follow, you'll need a challenging stealth test. He's fine.
Challenging stealth test.
Challenging now.
I think I will hold.
You're going to hold.
From here, yeah.
Okay. So he's going to move forward and notice one more individual to his north. And he is going to take one more shot. We'll say you're aiming and getting ready.
Whoa!
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
This guy, he's the man.
He is a Chad elf, to be fair.
Are you sure it's not? He's wielding an actual bow and not a fucking 50 cal. Jesus.
That was a really good roll, but
It's a lovely
14.
bow.
I mean, it only just killed them, but right, he's gonna move up here. Roll a perception. That's still enough. Like his stats will. Yeah, okay. He's going to, thinking that that's the last one, he's going to roll one more time. Da-da-da-da-dee. Fucking hell! Actually,
In the head.
10 point. Oh, fuck me. No, she's dead as well. Fuck me.
Oh,
Did you done go and make the elf a bit too powerful there, mate?
He's pretty fucking good.
all right. I think we go.
There's an elf.
Yeah. Like he's just like she just falls over. Actually, hang on.
Hey,
I have a plan. No,
that's not a very good plan.
no. Someone else says, "Oh, a little birdie." Right. Meanwhile, what are you guys up to?
All right.
Charge!
I think we should go now.
I reckon if we if Sellet moved, yeah, let's just charge. Fuck it.
I start by trying to shoot that lady that I hit earlier.
Okay, I will say you can't see her currently. She's the other side of the
Behind the
bush.
Okay, good to go.
You can try and shoot her through the bush, but you might as well just go for a piss. So,
Right.
what are you going to do? Yeah, I would say 4 of you stealth chads. What are you up to?
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
take
charge.
Oh, all right, he's going in.
So, Selep, you know that directly to your. Okay, well, you can see the big fat guy down there, so you can charge. You can see him. You can charge. At this point, I will say, as you're running toward, we will be rolling initiative. So, at this point, it is pretty much we're rolling initiative
Okay.
because you
Press
can't
it, kid!
you
Time
can't
to
charge
fight.
silently. So get your ass back there. You can get halfway forwards. There you go. You can move forwards a little bit. So I'll let you guys move like 3 squares or so before we actually begin. Right. There we go. Let's start rolling stuff. So I'm going to roll initiative properly this time. Roll all.
Make it rain.
Begin combat. There we go.
Oh my God, what did I roll? Fuck.
Really poo-poo, apparently.
Jesus.
Yeah, Reinhardt's going last, so he's decided to go for a poo now in this bush. So we're gonna go down here. There we go.
I was just reloading. That's why it was so late.
So, Brother Tom.
Visitors! Oh my! Protect the stones!
And he's going to begin mumbling some words.
Kill that motherfucker.
What happens in the nearby vicinity? Okay, if anyone is carrying alcohol right now, it's now gone off. Minor side note, but incredibly important. But still, okay.
Damn it! I just bought a flask. Shit.
A mutant moves to here and goes into the defensive stance to protect Brother Tom. Sigmar, it's you to go. What are you going to do, buddy? Charge through the bush into the lady.
Oh, look, a little bird. Ah!
All right, so roll your test. You have 10 and 10 advantage if you wish, or 10 modifier if you wish. I think she is going to roll dodge to defend. Yeah, you'll have 10 for the charge. Roll, my sweet prince.
Oh, God.
Yes, yes. The curse is strong with this one. Yes.
The curse is
Reroll. Reroll. That's.
God.
Oh, he still fumbled.
Okay, that's hilarious. Are you going to take a corruption point for an extra reroll? Oh, that's all I'm saying. You actually still win, but you fumble, which is hilarious. Sigmar, you're keeping that roll, are you?
I mean, you win.
Do you want to take a corruption point?
Yeah.
Sigmar the Cursed?
Now, I'll just take it.
Okay, right. So you win, and you still deal 9 damage to her. Jeez, cleaving her a new one. But your melee weapon jars badly. Your weapon suffers 1 damage. Next round, you will act last regardless of your initiative. Sigmar, as you slash into this lady, whose figure is revealed to you as her face turns towards you, going a little bit. You slash, and can you roll? Can you roll me a average agility test, please? I'll tell you why in a second. Don't worry.
Go on, Thorg. You got this. There we go.
Okay.
Hey.
You slice into her, and blood spews out from the wound on her body. And being the fencer that you are, and wanting to keep your clothes clean as the noble that you are, you strafe to the side. The blood, as it hits the floor, emits a hissing sound as it disappears down into the dirt. You don't know what that means, but it's undesirable. It's now her turn.
You're not a little birdie.
She's going to try and stab you. With a reasonable roll of +1. Sigmar, defend. You have 1 advantage still, so you can have a +10 if you wish.
Mate,
will you stay? I mean, you can... Yep. Okay, we'll reroll.
What?
Yes. Blood for the blood god.
Markers.
How do you feel about that corruption point right now? Are you sticking?
Screw it.
I mean, it's not going to kill you, but...
Oh, he's going.
Screw it.
Okay, corruption point. Is that what you're doing? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dark deal.
Oh. Yeah.
+1. Okay. Nothing. I'll let you add your own corruption points because, you know, it adds to the drama. Sigurd. As this woman is lunging towards you with her dagger, the hand, the very same hand that you had shaken with Father Tom, seems to pull you to one side out of the way of her dagger. You have avoided the blow for now. But you have gained something far more fun. Radrian is going to just simply shoot an arrow towards this individual. Does he even have any? He's got one arrow left. Hey, there we go.
Now we're in combat. Can we see the whole map yet, or like
Yeah,
review of the fight because we can't see anything.
Roger.
You will when you get closer.
You will when you get closer. I'll say when you charge in, you find Radrian sets loose with an arrow to the mutant. I'm afraid I can't modify every token right now because that'll just be the next 10 minutes gone. But head southeast and everything will become evident very, very quickly.
Southwest.
Southwest. Damn you, military folk. Sigurd. Another lady that looks remarkably like the first comes charging towards you. And she seems to be dressed in a similar manner, but charging towards you with dagger. She lunges at you. Reasonable. Technically, you are outnumbered now, my friend. Roll well, sweet prince. I mean, that's pretty good.
Whoa.
Oh, you didn't win. However,
Slice them all up.
you do inflict a critical wound on her, and she will only do a pretty modest amount of damage to you. So I assume you're sticking with?
Yeah.
Okay. So firstly, you crush her foot as she approaches, somehow. Jesus. Crushes your foot. Make an average endurance test. Jeez. Okay. 5 wounds. Yeah, she's gone. She's gone. Okay. She passes your endurance test, but gains the prone addition, loses 1 toe, 1 additional toe for each SL, 2 bleeding conditions. I mean, that is... Yeah, she's technically on the floor bleeding out right now as she charges towards you. God knows how you managed to stab her in the foot, but you do. But she does still strike you and inflicts a very small amount of damage to your right leg as she tries to reach the dagger in amongst your armour, and it barely pierces through. Right, a large mutant Celep. You wanted combat, you got it.
Never get to get shot someone.
Never in your life will you charge anything, for you are a dwarf. Such is your privilege. A large hulking man, if you can call it that, comes charging towards you and swings what looks to be a club in your direction.
I am wrong, toss.
Defend, my sweet prince.
I would.
Plus 30 because of outnumbering, plus 20 Philip. Plus 10 for charge. Celep, what are you defending with?
Trying to use my elbow to defend, but macro... There we go, now the macro works. Okay, plus 30 you said? What?
Yeah. No, you don't get any pluses.
What was I say?
Confused you.
Just standard test, my friend. Oh no, I was talking to Saint Philip.
To your guy?
To the lady attacking, yes.
Oh yeah. That
She
one, yeah,
outnumbered and charged.
That's fine. I thought you meant about this bloke.
No, he got no bonuses. He might have had a plus 10. He had a plus 10.
It says SL bonus 1, is that right?
You haven't rolled anything yet.
No, but in the test before I roll it already says
Yeah,
SL
ignore
bonus
that.
1. All right.
Just click your halberd and click challenging and click roll.
Splat.
Okay, you successfully defend. I mean, you do have a long weapon. It is hard for him to reach you, so you successfully parry this huge hulking monstrosity's blow. Rex, it is your turn. What are you up to, my friend? Selep is currently fending off a large, fat, bloated-looking individual with a sort of a bullfrog-esque chin. Sigmar seems to be having some trouble with women over to your west.
Trouble with women? What's new?
What are you up to?
I'll be like Lazarus. Help Selep. And I'm going to charge in on Sigurd's mess.
Right. Perfect. While we're doing that, and you're doing your plus 10 to attack, Sigurd, can you roll me another agility test, please? Because you wounded this lady. Average, please. Apologies, but I promised I would be a harsh GM. So, just before you swing, Rex, I'm very sorry, but we need to take every opportunity. God damn it. Yet again, Sigurd, more blood comes your way, and you manage to strafe to the side. Again, it falls to the floor. The woman holding her foot, who is on the floor right now, Rex, the lady you charged, is on the floor, bleeding, holding her foot, which is spewing out blood that's hissing in the floor as it basically sprays all over the place. Who are you stabbing, by the way? So I'll say the lady with the hand is on the floor. No, actually, well, let's make that symbol more appropriate. There we go. She is on the floor holding her foot. And
it's got to be her. I'm just gonna stab her.
Just
in the face.
finish her off. Okay.
Yeah.
You can have an extra plus 40, so plus 50 in total.
Plus 50.
Like she's literally laying on the floor, so she doesn't really defend and just gets stabbed and dies. So congratulations. However, could you please roll? Yeah.
Just gonna turn the cigar and be like, what is it with you and women?
While you're doing that, roll me an average agility test, please. God damn it! More blood comes spewing out all over the show. You, Sigurd and Rex, seemingly just immune to getting any blood on you. Completely fine. But Rex, the blood that falls on the floor by your side is hissing into the dirt and disappearing. You've all seen the scene from Aliens. It's rather disturbing.
I was just about... Okay, there's something definitely wrong with her.
She's also dead. Selep, it is your turn. Mighty Selep Chad. Mano a mano.
I once again got taking away the chance to do anything else than defend myself. I guess I just swing at the big board.
You have a plus 10 because you won the last exchange, so you do have a plus 10 if you would wish.
And he has the long weapon.
And you have a long weapon. That will be calculated not awkwardly, but automatically once we oppose the two tests. So
to use my advantage, I just have to keep the one in the advantage.
No, right? Modifier 10. Just a modifier, put 10. Job done.
What the fuck?
Lols?
Whoa.
Okay, so
re-roll that.
Selep has a fat attack and dies.
Okay. So that's a heart attack.
You managed to get a pie out halfway through a fight.
Okay. You manage to strike this creature in the head. Selep, as you strike it, I'm going to say with the blunt end of the halberd, because otherwise this abomination would be dead. The skin and flesh partly peels off. This, at this point, seems that it may even have been a mask, as you are revealed in front of you is a decaying monstrosity in front of you that is, quite frankly, disgusting. I will say at this point that the blood and flesh peeling off from this emits an odour that to you, Selep, is quite frankly disgusting.
Repulsing.
And Lazarus, it is you to go, Lazarus of Chad.
weapon.
Okay.
To my right.
Free
So I just
action,
click
quickly,
on
Indiana Jones, left hand to right hand,
Yep.
done.
it. And then I would like to charge next to Philip Selip.
Yep. Okay, you
Philip.
Selip. Do it. You will have a +10 to attack with your charging advantage, and another +10. Another +20 for outnumbering, so +30 in total. So modifier +30 for your hand weapon.
Challenging.
Yeah, challenging, but with a modifier of 30.
Yep.
Okay, a pretty good roll. Let's see how he does in response. -1 plays against. Oh, no chance. Unfortunately, a very good parry from this bloated individual. His left hand swiping you to one side as you charge in, and he is able to mitigate your blow. Right, mutant here. What are we going to do? Who do we have to shoot? Has he even seen Roderian? Yeah, Roderian, yeah, he's going to go shoot him. So we're going to go here. It's with a short bow. So he's actually going to fire a shot at Roderian because he just shot someone. And everyone, oh no, he has to move. So he's going to move there and get -10 to hit and move toward him and shoot with his, you don't have a hand weapon. You have a short bow.
Is he mad? Roderian has a freaking desert eagle.
Yeah, 0.50.
Didn't we have a blunderbuss or something? As well?
Yeah, not in this.
Replica.
He misses, despite the fact he rolls fairly well. Roderian just seems to dip in amongst the bush and do some sort of obnoxious iPhone user laugh. At this point, the mutant charges towards him as well and does a hand attack. This is the one that was shot by said arrow. And we'll be round to you in a moment, Reinhard, with your absolutely terrible roll. Oh dear, and a fumble. Your next... wow, okay, so he's going last no matter what. And that's just... I mean, we'll just defend with this guy, so that was ridiculous.
Wow.
Oh no, Roderian. You catch your anatomy, he loses 1 wound. Okay. So Roderian manages to draw his dagger and slice his own hip. Wow, this is like, on one hand he's totally awesome, on the other hand he's just like memes. Slices himself.
Talking about some elf bollocks right now, eh?
Yeah, like this is standard like rolls a natural 1. Elf. Okay, so that was weird, but sure. And did he even get hit -2 versus -2? Let's see who won that exchange, with both of them rolling terribly. Okay, Roderian technically won. Right, another one comes out of the woodwork and is charging towards Tom. She's just going to simply sprint there and stand in front of him. Big fat guy is going to... They have no idea you're there currently, Reinhard, so...
Nope.
Going to charge Lazarus. Lazarus, how's it going, bud?
Well, I got 2 biggies on me.
Yeah, you got 2 biggies. It's not it's not a biggie. Yeah, that's for sure. So here's roll by biggie. Standard impotent frickin' cultists, man. Okay, let's have your defense, Lazarus. It will be challenging.
All right, I roll a dodge. I haven't had to dodge ever.
Roll whatever you like. Dodge will do.
Don't say whatever he likes. He will roll law plans.
Yep. Roll or plants. Get smacked. Okay.
Hey,
a successful defense from yourself as this large creature comes charging towards you, but you're easily able to make your way out from its fire. Reinhard, what are you up to? You've got your crossbow cocked and ready in front of you. Several individuals.
So I can't see Tom at the moment. I want to step out of the bushes to the left and see if I can get line of sight with Tom.
So sort of...
Yeah, got it.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot him.
Okay, a +10. So it's plus 20, but minus 10 because you've moved. So a plus 10 to hit Brother Tom.
How far?
Do the plus 21, and then modifier, do minus 10.
Minus 10. Okay.
That's a no for today.
Okay.
Unfortunately, your elven instincts let you down, and
They fail me.
they fail you, having just sort of pulled off some of the luckiest BS of your life. The bolt goes sort of wild, and we are now back to Brother Tom, who is rolling again.
Fucking mumble rapper.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh shit.
He's doing it again. That's hilarious. What did he roll last time?
1.
Oh, shit me. He rolled plus... Was it plus 1 last time?
He rolled.
He got a
crit with
miscast.
1.
But he got plus
last
2.
time-
Fumbled.
He got plus
Yeah, he
2, but it was a fumble. Sure. But he passes. In front of your eyes, Brother Tom disappears.
Ah shit.
Shadow step somewhere.
He's gone.
Fucker.
You don't know where, but he, in front of you, having just put a bolt right next to where he would have been, Reinhardt, Brother Tom disappears.
Fuck.
Fantastic. Sigurd, it would be you, but you're going last. But you also have a fast weapon, so God knows how that works.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but it's broken.
your
It's a
weapon
broken
jars
fast
badly,
weapon.
yeah. So I'm going to say that your very bendy fast weapon sort of bends to a ridiculous amount.
Rapier.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, but the lady's going to try and stab you. Sorry, not sorry.
He is outnumbered.
Yeah, doesn't get a disadvantage to defend. You get a bonus to attack, though, but minus 3. Hey, Sigurd, try and defend against that. Please crit her. Yes!
Yes.
I assume you're sticking with that. A minor cut. 1 extra wound to her. Sigurd, can you roll me an average agility check, please? Or an average dodge, sorry.
Same thing for him, isn't it?
Probably. God damn it. Again, you stab a lady in front of you. Blood comes spewing out, hissing on the floor, and you step to the side, making your GM feel like it's not even worth bothering with various
Mechanics.
mechanics and traits for enemies because it's just pointless. Okay, plus 3 hand weapon for this guy to defend. Pretty poo, and he fumbles. Torn muscle. He's dead. Right, Radrian just kind of like stabs him in the neck and then's like, ooh, salad. Find something to eat. Right, Celeb. It's your turn now. Modifier 10 as we swing toward you.
Bloody hell. Bloody macros never.
I know, Eurus. I know.
I don't want to duplicate the item, I want to use it!
Stop using your damn macro bar and just collect your weapon.
Yeah, I do that, but nothing happens. If I
Really?
click the weapon.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
it just extends.
Stop using Oprah. That's the answer.
And you get a...
You have to go to the combat tab and click on like the rapier or the halberd to bring it up because the macros don't work.
Yeah, I do that too, but nothing happens.
Shall I just roll for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. We shall
50%
roll.
of the game.
Okay.
Oh, in the head.
A decent roll, you're welcome. And in response, not outnumbered. A pretty bad roll, I have to say. 14 damage, again to the head. Damn. Okay.
Fucking hell.
You don't like his face.
Yeah, so having just slapped his face with your halberd, you hack into it again, and this time, like the rest of his the skin on his face just peels off in front of you. It is absolutely disgusting. Rex, you have a plus 30 for this lady. It's safe to say that she's having a bad day right now.
Actually, I have 2 advantage at the moment.
Oh, do you? Oh, yeah, you probably would.
I charged and I hit.
You charged and you hit. Yeah, I consumed the charge. We're going with the consumption, but yeah, she's gonna die anyway.
Consumption.
Let's just roll some stuff.
I'm glad we are changing the advantage rules every week.
It's the same. We consume it when we use it. Same as you weren't in that session. God. Never mind. -1 +1. Yeah, not a successful hit.
Yeah.
Are we sticking with that? We're re-rolling.
Not. There we go.
Okay, +0. Yeah, successful defense from her as she manages to successfully defend against this somehow.
Question on the combat there.
Yeah,
do I get advantage for winning my challenges? Do I get advantages?
Yes. So
I had at least 2 successful defenses.
Well, you had criticals on success, and yeah, you did. Okay, let's just bump you up to 2. I will admit I haven't been keeping track of you properly, so at this point you're on 2 advantage. Well done. Celip,
well,
how's it going, bud?
Still can't use my weapon, apparently, so whip the guy in front of me.
Okay, click outward, and let's roll away. Okay. Oh, are you going to hit him in the head once more? That's in the body. I don't think that will count. Nope, no chance. As this gentleman gains an advantage against you, successfully parrying your blows. Right, Lazarus, Chad.
I will continue fighting the one Selp is fighting.
Okay, hack away. You have your +10, I believe, still?
Yep.
Yes.
From dodge.
Yeah, roll away. -2 plays against a +2. We're sticking with that, I assume.
No, I'll reroll it.
Okay. We're going to reroll. Definitely no. Definitely not happening. Okay. That individual is giving you some trouble. This guy is just going to... he's just going to walk up to the Radrian and just shoot another goddamn arrow at him point blank. Oh, that's a pretty good hit. 11. Okay. Puts an arrow into Radrian, who is who doesn't even make a noise, but an arrow does sink into his the side of his chest. Oof. Where are we going from here? Reinhardt, the bolt missed too much for this person to be bothered, so we're going to go jumping in here first. Lazarus, how's it going, bud?
Oh, we're hanging in there.
We're hanging in there. Cool. You're not outnumbered. That's the good news. As this lady jumps on you with a dagger. Let's have a defense. No advantage. That is a successful hit. However, it is only a dagger. Okay. A modest amount of damage done to your right leg. And the individual to your side is going to swing as well. And an absolutely pants roll. Right, let's one more defense from you, Lazarus.
At least it's a good number.
Okay, I think you're okay. Oh no, he does do damage to you. It's up to you if you want to stick with that, but I mean, your dodge is potato. That
yeah,
it's up to you.
I'll just take it.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Smacking you in the side of the leg, Lazarus. A club strikes you directly in the thigh, and staggering you slightly. Reinhard, what are you up to right now?
The only person I can see is next to Radrian, but I want to go and try and shoot the big guy in the back, so I have to move forward.
Yep.
Let me put myself on.
Okay, so you're gonna waddle over that way, yep.
I want to see. I need to get into a good position.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Now I can see.
Okay, who are you gonna shoot at?
I'm going to shoot the guy in the open.
This guy in the open who's getting ready to move.
Yeah.
And then we'll come to Sigmar in a sec. Who's finally going to get to stab this lady.
I realised that I've moved into position just to see, but I'm reloading.
Okay, yes. So you moved into position. Let's have your range test to reload.
Yeah. So it's not range crossbow, is it? It's just regular range.
Yeah.
No modifiers, challenging, easy.
Average.
Cool.
Range crossbow, average. Oof.
Whoa.
Difficult one to reload.
Yep.
As you struggle to get the bolt out from your pack. Sigmar. Swing away with your +20 if you wish.
You can do it.
I believe in you.
And an extra +20 as well, so +40 in total given out numbering.
So we outnumber her.
Yeah, have you attacked her yet, Rex?
I did, but I missed.
Okay, fine. You still count as engaged in that case.
Yep.
So yes, +40 in total. Standing next to someone doesn't count as engaged, but
I'm just doing the outnumbering. I'm gonna hang on to my advantage.
okay, just +20 then. Keep your advantage.
Sure you didn't want to use your advantage. Jesus.
Okay. Yep. She does defend.
Against Rex.
Yeah, apparently against me, even though he was the one fighting her.
Yeah, well.
I'm just like, lady, him, for God's sake.
Okay. Oh no, she's still on 1. Okay, so somewhat more slippery than last Sigmar. This woman manages to evade you. And this individual is going to, charge you in the back. +10. All right, Sigmar. Do what you can. Are you using your +20?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll put you back to a +1. That goes on a 0, and you easily parry this gentleman to one side. I would say on the start of a new round, technically your fast would have come into play, so you could have attacked him first, but either way, it's your turn now. So which one of these two would you like to stab?
Oh, I'm gonna go with the guy that just tried to stab me in the back.
Sure. Turn around and stab away. You have a potential +10 if you need it. As he rolls to defend. -2 plays against a +3. It's not happening. Unfortunately, you go wide. Was that with your +10? Well, it doesn't matter either way. It's consumed if you lose a test.
Yep.
Righto. Mutant lady tries to stab you, Sigmar. I mean, you were the one she was trying to stab, so let's go. Yay! Hey! Double yay. It's your right arm. It'll probably just burn some armor, but let's see how we do. And a reasonable roll in response. +4 plays +3. I believe that the mauled bicep still takes effect.
You have chainmail.
Yeah, so effectively you can mitigate the... I need to double check the rules for this, but I'm fairly sure that the critical applies either way. You do win the test, so you don't win. You don't take the hit.
You can burn the armor.
But yeah, you can burn the armor, so you don't get a mauled bicep. So your right armor for your right arm is sort of shredded slightly. You still take 5 wounds, however.
That goes off the chainmail or the leather first?
The chainmail.
Okay.
But we can come back to that in a mo. As she lunges into you. Radrian is going to just sort of do some stabbing.
It certainly is. Jesus.
Okay. That's ridiculous. I mean... Okay, yeah. Okay, bye. That guy's well and truly toast. Celeb, this guy is going to get you. Stab, stab, stab. Yes. Come on, Celeb. Do you need me to roll for you again?
I restarted Foundry, so let's see.
Click on that halberd, buddy.
Yep, just extends the halberd and shows me all its features.
Are you clicking on the actual name of the word halberd, not the picture?
It does the same regardless of picture or name.
Very curious. I'll roll for you. +1. So that's a pretty good roll. Do you want to just take the damage?
Yeah, I got armor to burn.
Okay. Actually, you still win because of your halberd's defensive abilities. So, while swinging at you, your long halberd, which is defensive as well, makes it easier to parry this beast's club to the side. Something you're not used to, but you find yourself thankful for having a halberd all of a sudden. Rex, how's it going, bud?
Yeah, wonderful. I'm going to stab the woman because she needs to die now. She's had her fun in the sun.
Mm-hmm. And let's go.
We no longer outnumber. Oh.
Yeah, no outnumbering, I'm afraid.
There we go.
That is... definitely a hit. That is probably a death. And that is definitely a death. Can you roll me, both you and Sigurd, can you roll me an average agility test, please?
Come on, guys, both pass.
I know technically it's not in the rules to roll a test, but I prefer it this way. So, well done.
Whoop.
Sigurd? God damn it. That could have been Sigurd dead. Celeb, do you need me to attack for you?
Please.
Okay.
And that, Sigurd, is how you take care of women.
Right.
All right.
Okay, a decent blow by you against the enemy there. Jeez. Okay.
That's the arm wrong.
You actually manage to just, you slap him square in the body, set up with your halberd. What happens?
Yay.
Yay happens. Okay, fantastic.
You cut it for me, sorry.
Fair enough. Apparently my mic cuts out my players intermittently, but you strike your halberd into this hulking monstrosity's flesh, cleaving his body open in front of you, his torso, his innards spilling out onto the floor in front of you. Congratulations, Celeb. Lazarus, it's you to go. You have a big fat guy and a small thin lady to potentially stab. Fat guy, let's go. We're not fat shaming, we're just providing observations. Okay, not so good. Definitely not so good. Okay, that's not a hit. Lazarus, you find yourself becoming slightly overwhelmed by the fact that there's two of these individuals. Okay, now, he rolled a +2 to defend, so that ain't happening. Unfortunately, still not a success against you. Now, technically, Celeb isn't engaged with these two, so this lady is going to get a +20 to attack you. Good luck, sweet princess. Yeah, never mind. You're useless. Lazarus, let's have defense. Fantastical. An easy defense for you. An easy defense. Right, the mutant is going to attack you as well. Very nice. Let's have one more defense. Okay, that's going to hurt a lot. Are you out of rerolls now?
I have one more.
Okay, are you going to use it?
Oh, no.
Okay.
On a -6.
Oh yeah, no, I have to reroll it.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, but how do you...
I'll go down.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you feel about being unconscious?
There we go.
That's
Whee.
better. He still hits you, but he doesn't make you go unconscious, at least. And basically slams into your right arm. You can feel your shoulder blade nearly giving. Perhaps even your arm nearly dislocating. Reinhard, how's reloading that crossbow going?
Yeah, I need to try reload again. So I'll do another average range crossbow.
Another one of those.
Or you could draw a hand weapon and join in.
Successfully reloaded, though.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Much cooler. Sigmar, you're about to be stabbed by a mutant. You do have a fast weapon, so if you want to stab him first, that's up to you. I keep forgetting about fast. It's too many rules.
Sure, why not?
My crit and make it drop.
21. Nice. Well done. Stragani Priest would be very happy with you right now. Off.
Whoa.
Okay.
Jeez.
Pretty much just destroying this individual in front of you, not cleaving with your rapier, but
right up to the groin.
Yeah, like a clear stab to the groin, and this guy's blood is just spewing everywhere in front of you. Radrian at this point is going to he's just gonna
Rex takes a moment to cup his valuables.
Start chilling around, walking around, maybe just kind of eat some celery. Right, Rex, what's up?
Well, first of all, he's going to cup his genitals and be like, ooh.
That's how you
rough.
That's how you take care of dudes.
Okay.
I know you know how to take care of dudes, my dude.
Ooh. Right. I'm just rolling that in preparation for whatever's happening. Plus 30 if you want to finish Sigmard's, or you can go and assist elsewhere with ultimate.
Because Lazarus is going to die.
Oh yeah, I rolled the wrong one then in that case. So my bad for making assumptions. Sue me. Right. So one hand weapon defense from this guy. Technically no outnumbering right now. You'll get your plus 10 for charging.
I get a plus 10 for charging. So
yes, and that is a crit to defend. So you're. Oh dear.
Oh fuck.
Fumble into a crit.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not so good.
What's his SL? +1?
Yeah, +1.
Okay. Yeah, that's better.
Oh, double crits. So both of you take a crit against each other. Oh no, okay. So he... Basically, if you have any body armor, it's a good idea to use it. So your body armor will go down by 1.
Yeah, I'll burn the lever jerk.
You take the wounds either way, but otherwise he would have fractured your hip, which is bad. Like you're not playing for the next few sessions. It's a really rough one as well. Broken bones in this is just I
bet he gets a bloody nose. Watch this space.
So
he gets a nosebleed.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's go for your crit first. Actually, stub toe.
Yeah, there we go.
Freaking stub toe.
Yeah, bollocks.
It's the Celeb. It's the Celeb of the Nurgle cultists. Are they Nurgle? I'm not saying. That's
what a load of garbage.
That's actually hilarious. Okay, right. So we're going opposed against him, but you did win the test at least and apply damage. There we go. So. You still managed to charge in and deal a bit of damage to him. That's good. Celeb, how's it going, bud?
It works again.
Okay, it works. Fantastic. You can roll for yourself. And you can charge for the first time, Celeb. You can charge.
Fucking woman!
Charge the fucking woman.
Charge is modified 10, right?
10, yes. And she will defend, probably with a crit, knowing my luck right now. Lols. Okay.
Why is it 80 something?
84.
The dice showed me a fucking 20.
The dice lie sometimes. Unfortunately, Celeb, this is a wily, sneaky individual. Okay, clearly an opportunity to use your reroll as we have reached the most important moment of this session as Celeb slices into this lady. Can you roll me an average agility test, please, Celeb?
Agility coming up.
How good is your agility?
Shit.
It's brilliant.
That's the last of his rerolls as well.
He's going to crit a 1. Come on.
Finally, someone fails. Can you please take 5 damage? Just 1 damage after your toughness.
So much armor.
Yeah, basically you get a bit of the blood on your armor, Celip, and you feel it starting to sort of hiss and burn through. This is on your right arm. It feels incredibly warm. It's kind of freaky.
Just but scratch.
Lazarus, how's it going, bud?
I'm thinking I would like to disengage.
Do you have any advantage? You can roll a dodge test to disengage.
Okay, so I might as well just attack them.
Pretty much.
Alright.
If you don't, yeah, I think seeing as you just got smacked.
I just made him stub his toe.
You did. Lazarus needs advantage to disengage, though. Either that or has to pass a test.
What kind of test?
Dodge.
Okay, yeah, I might as well just attack.
Yep. Swing away.
Yeah, you damn right you better
Hell
attack.
yeah.
That's
Hell yeah. Look at that hot,
How is that not a crit?
spicy weapon skill. Because it's not a double. So we need to have words with Lazarus about his how to use weapons. But you did still bonk him. You bonked him on the right leg. It sort of bounces off of the colossal mass of his flesh. But hey, you did it.
did it.
Sell it.
Finally.
Yarr!
Lady tries to stab you. Seemingly doing a fairly good job of it. Okay, she succeeds. And does a very small amount of damage against you, but gains 1 advantage. Right. Mutant, fat guy. This is because of the... okay, we're going to toss a coin. On a 1, he attacks Rex. Just, obviously, a 2 is going to be... excuse me. / roll 1d2. 1 is a Rex. Okay, so he's going to turn around and swing at you, Rex. There we go. So we're going to hand weapon. I'm sorry if this does really bad things. Okay, Rex, let's defend.
Do I defend with the sword
you'll
breaker,
get a
or
plus-
is it the skill parry?
It's up to you. If you roll Swordbreaker, it'll automatically do it.
Okay. So I'm going to chuck my advantage in.
Sure.
Because I want to do something cool.
Sure. Let's see how it... Oh,
come
nice.
on.
Tasty. He had a hand weapon. Do you want it? It's
Yep.
up to you. Like, you can either inflict damage or take his weapon.
What's the damage look like on that?
You won't know until you click the word critical, so it's up to you. It won't kill him, I'll tell you that.
Oh, I'm going to nick his weapon.
Okay. So, as the mutant turns around and tries to strike Rex, with your new shiny weapon that was given to you by some absolutely fantastic sponsor, you managed to disarm him with your trap blade, and the mutant is now unarmed. And congratulations.
Yeah, it worked.
Yay, you did the thing.
And I get it. I keep my advantage.
And you keep your advantage. You even get... Yep, you do. Reinhard, how's it going, bud? You've got a crossbow and a bolt in it this time.
And it's loaded.
Yeah, how's it going?
And I'm going to target the... What's the chance for me targeting that big guy and shooting one of my friends?
I'd say challenging. And you won't hit a friend.
I won't.
Yeah, challenging, but you won't hit a friend.
Yeah, alright, cool.
Or
I'll
average,
go
and we
for
can
that.
roll randomly. It's up to you.
Go Everett. Come on. No risk, no fun.
We're going to fucking kill Lazarus.
Yeah, there's 3 of you around him. I'm going to go for the challenging.
Or you could have shot Sigmar.
All right, let's do it.
I want to shoot the big guy. Challenging.
Shoot big guy,
Any
challenging.
modifiers?
No, just challenging.
Save me.
That is a
No,
definite
no.
no. Are you out of
That's not
rerolls now?
saving me.
I think you are, aren't you?
I'm out of rerolls, I think.
Okay.
No, you used a fortune point. I'm going to reroll.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, that's better.
Okay, that does better. That is 12 damage, and the big guy... Doink. Well, that's definitely a hit. Okay, nearly takes him out. Mutant here. One last swing at Sigmar. Actually, Sigmar, technically you can attack first. Yeah, Sigmar, do you want to attack him first? We'll retcon that as his defense. Do you want to defend against that? I think you're gonna have to.
I have.
Do you? I don't know.
Oof.
Good night.
Let's see. I think. Fortunate.
Better.
Better than it
We're
was.
so bad at fighting.
Right.
I'm bad at everything.
Off.
I'm
Okay.
doing.
Smacks into you, but fortunately, Sigmar, seeing as he strikes you in the body, which is covered in chainmail, you find yourself thanking Reinhard for what just happened. Right, do you want to give him a poke?
Yeah. Click on.
Bad things still might happen.
Oh my
Never
God.
mind. Okay, okay, bye.
fumbles.
Okay. He is well and truly dead. Well and truly dead. Radrian is now moved on from celery to eating some grapes. Rex, how's it going?
It's going good. Right, I'll attack the big fucker.
Yeah, big fucker. You got your plus
fucker.
10.
I got my plus 10. Got my plus 10 in a dream, man. Plus 10 and a motherfucking dream.
Just imagine what the session would have been like with an extra 5 enemies.
Right.
It was going to be really hard, but well done.
That's shit.
Well, let's see how he does.
He's got no weapon. He's having
Yeah, he
his
has
bare
no weapon.
hands.
Actually, that will be at a negative. So, yeah. Doink. Having no weapon, having your weapon in his hand, I think you even got plus 6 SL, didn't you, in the last one? So technically you could have equipped his weapon as well, just for memes. But in any case...
Hand weapon.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to stab him with his own weapon? For
I'm just going to club him to death with his club.
yeah. Oi, stop that. Douche.
Just be like, pack that shit in as I drill him into the floor with my own hammer.
Okay. I will say, as you are hitting him, he is farting each time.
Everybody in the vicinity has to roll a challenging toughness now.
Celeb. Plus 20 for me, please.
What?
Plus 20 for me, please, to...
Salad, don't kill
I'm
her.
assuming you're attacking her. Oh, she's fucked.
She's royally fucked.
Salad, don't kill her.
That's my kill.
Don't kill her. Oh, you...
Well, you still kill her, just about.
Yeah.
Just by the fact that you... I'll say that you swing once and go in a full circle and manage to cleave her in the second time round.
Perfect.
But she is cleaved in two with a giant mess in the side of her torso. The group of you are now find yourselves relatively alone.
I hate to be that guy.
Looting time.
Sigmar.
Where's Tom?
I hate to be that guy.
Yep.
Said blood.
Sig
Oh,
blood.
yeah, he killed a woman. Blood.
Blood.
The acid blood.
Oh, Celeb. Roll me an
yeah.
average agility, please, for killing a woman.
That's so
Right.
sexist.
You were nearly banned on Twitter, but you're all right. Okay. Yeah, no. Thank you very much. Right. The rain is pitter-pattering down, but the group of you assemble, and you are... I'll say, Rex, you do notice that at this point that one of the large monstrosities was, in fact, eating a boar. The same type of boar with spikes and tusks all over it that had once bitten your arm. A familiar sight to you, at least. But you see that these beasts were likely slain. You see an arrow sticking out of one of them.
Well, I suppose when you're a mutant, you eat anything out here, don't you?
Reinhard, Master Elf. There's one missing from this group, that cultist in the robes
Tom.
Teleported out.
He
Shouldn't have gone too
somewhere.
far. It had to have been within eyesight. At least he did last time.
Tell you to look for him.
Can I just roll a perception test, see if I...
Roll a challenging perception test, but average perception test for me, but we'll plus 20 afterwards, so it's fine. You don't see anyone around you.
Well, he's not been a nice shot.
I suspect that he is gone, but I will look for him. We have the cart at least. I see the stone is intact.
Is the stone you're looking for?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Right.
So now we have to try to get this thing out of here.
I will go and look for this cultist. If you
We'll
would
work on
escort
trying
the
to get
stone.
this. Yep. We'll try to get this stone out of here.
At this point,
Will do.
for the sake of brevity, Radrian gives you not only directions to where to take the stone in order to bring it to his people. Again, he reinforces that he cannot go with you, as he was cast out by them some time ago. He gives you some advice regarding approaching them, that it is advisable.
Do not talk back to them. Do not make excessive eye contact. Do not be rude. Do not insult the woods. Do not set anything on fire.
He goes on for some time and gives you a basic sort of like 20 things to not offend elves.
I will.
And Celeb was not listening
Just-
to a word.
I'm just staring at the back of Selp's head as he's digging through bodies.
Okay.
And I just put my hand to my head and we're gonna fucking die.
I will regrettably return your mule, if you wish.
So you're what? You cut out?
He motions towards Celeb and says that he will return the mule to town if need be, or he can go and wait by it.
Don't you touch my bloody mule. You
Well, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it to get this cart with the stone out of here, man.
This is. I will point out this is a hand cart, so two of you could draw this. There's no mule attachment for this.
We can put it in the back, at the back of the cart, and attach it with the rope I carry with me, and just have it dragging behind us as an extension.
If you wish. I will say that
right.
there is no road here, however, and where he is telling you to go is in woods. So basically, it's hard enough to take a hand cart there, let alone a horse and cart.
All right then, boys. Let's just get going. The longer
Hook
we
it up,
stay here, the
carry
more
on.
time that Father Tom's got to do weird shit to us.
Well, I need
Straight
let's
there
take
and
a minute to breathe. I can barely walk as it is right now, and then we'll head out. We'll head out forthwith. We'll put in
you, mate.
Master Ranhord. I'll make sure to put in a good word for you that you at least helped with this endeavor. Maybe that'll help
Rodrian.
get back to your people. Rodrian, my apologies.
He is just sort of sighs as in, like, what the hell am I doing? And what is life? What has happened to me?
Very well. I will meet you back at the cart. Try not to die.
Do our best.
Right. I will point out to our players that for those that are happy to, we will run over a bit today. I'm expecting another 20 minutes,
Sure.
but
I'm good. Yep.
as long as if anyone needs to suddenly buzz, sure, no worries. Just let me
We
know
have
if you
a-
need to go. But
Are you sure you don't have to go, Celeb?
Meta aside, it would make sense for Celeb to say, "You're not gonna go anywhere near my mule. I will wait at my cart."
You're going to go back to the cart at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would make sense for
that's a good
Celeb not
idea.
wanting to go
Okay.
to the Weldy.
I will say that there are a couple of boxes by the cart of provisions that they were taking with them. It's up to you if you want any, but
You wanna go through their stuff while we haul this back, and we can go over it later.
Yep, I carry everything I can to my cart.
Cool.
okay. So you and an elf are going back to your cart for the most awkward few hours of your life.
Lots of insulting in
Yeah.
respect of native language.
Meanwhile, Rex, Sigurd, Lazarus, and Reinhard press on. Who is pulling the cart?
Well, as one of the only people with actual HP left, I guess I'm doing it.
And me too.
Reinhard.
Okay, both of you roll me a average strength test, please.
I'm lucky I can walk.
Yeah, those two got hit.
There we go, boys. Let's get moving.
Okay. Between the two of you, I will say that you make good speed. And this destination is approximately only an hour away. It's curious to you at this point, Rex, that the cultists had moved, and you, Sigurd, certainly, that the cultists had moved toward the elves, perhaps in anticipation of you killing them. Perhaps not,
indeed.
but this is where they had moved to in either case.
Keep an eye out for Tom too while we're trudging.
Okay, roll me a challenging average perception test, for me, please, Sigurd. Yes, I will say that's incorporating the others helping. Lazarus, there is no time to pick plants. Before you even ask. I know what you're about. Right, all seems pretty clear, Sigurd. All seems relatively quiet. Now, some 1 hour passes before you are near where you feel the instructions have led you. You are finding yourselves at an area between two mountains. Small mountains, albeit, but still. In this valley, you have been told that you will find the stone circle you were looking for. And in front of you...
Once it's in view, I just kind of walk my hands out, like palms out to the sides.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm guessing we're discussing along the way, like what we're planning on doing. So we've obviously taken the elves' instructions to heart and make sure that we don't do anything silly. Like who's gonna talk? Probably Sigurd, and just sort of suggest that he leads this, and we'll just basically be the muscle.
Oh, he's the cursed one.
Yeah.
I am the cursed one.
Okay.
So we'll just sort of chat about what plans we have in terms of let's not piss him off and die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sigurd, are you walking ahead of the group, or currently Rex and Reinhard are dragging the cart?
I'll walk in front, yeah.
Okay, how about you, Lazarus? What are you up to?
I'll stay back with sling ready just in case, but I'll be by Reinhardt. Being
Okay.
like, dude, you're gonna have to teach me how to sneak around like that.
Like, bro. Like, seriously?
Yep.
Are you an elf?
Rerolls. Lots and lots of rerolls.
Sigurd, walking forward ahead of the group, you eventually arrive. I'm just going to drag your token and not ask for consent. You find yourself at the corpse of a few of these bestial monstrosities, warped, deformed gore, as you would call them. Some of them seem to resemble that of hogs, but in various states of decay and feathered in arrows.
I'm guessing nice arrows.
Nice,
Probably elves.
pretty looking arrows.
Well, I think we're in the right place.
Head in the right
I
direction.
will just drag you up for the sake of showmanship.
Well, I think we're in the right place, boys. I look around, see if I see anybody. They're elves, so I ain't going to see them.
Yeah. I mean, you can roll a perception if you like. Feel free to roll a 1.
I like to roll dice.
Yay. I mean, you have a look around. There's lots of woods around you. It's wet. It's raining. What are you guys doing once you're here?
I'm just gonna be chilling.
In a normal voice, I'm gonna say, Master Elves, we come with a stone that might belong to you. We'd like to have a discussion, if you will. Not bothering yelling, because I figure they can hear me. I know they can see us.
Okay. Sigmar. To your left, a tree that you had assumed was a decaying branch creaks and snaps into life. Not a decaying tree after all, but resembling a humanoid figure with 2 arms and 2 legs. It creaks its neck side to side as it looks toward you. It does not approach.
I keep my hands out the side like that, you know, like I'm surrender, that kind of don't shoot me kind of thing.
Out of the bush in front of you, an elf appears, stepping out from the shadow as if stepping out from complete darkness. And another. And another. One of the elves, stepping closer to you, squints her eyes toward. You notice all of the 3 elves in front of you, tall and sleek in appearance, have pitch black eyes, similar to that of Radhiran. However, Marathos' eyes contain a slight autumn tint, a little bit of a auburn brown.
This was the one that was with us?
No. The one that is with you left some. They're currently chilling with Dewey.
Right,
sorry.
no, I thought you were talking about that.
Yeah,
the
the elf that was with you had pitch black eyes. The only elf you've ever met. And the other 2 in front of you have pitch black eyes as well. However, this lady that is approaching you, you notice a soft orangey brown glow.
Hello. Welcome to the woods.
And then I bow down and I said, thank you for your hospitality. Lovely woods.
There is no need to patronize us. Why are you here?
At this
We were
point,
told
me and
by-
Reinhard bang the cart down.
We were told by one of your kin that a stone of yours had been taken some long time ago to us as humans, and that we might be able to return it to you in maybe exchange for a favor, if you will.
This elf, was it Radrian?
The same, ma'am.
Tilts her head to one side. Her, alongside one of the elves behind her at this point, pull out a small pipe and set it alight and begin to smoke. One sword in one hand, but pipe in other. The tree to your left, Sigmar, that looks down upon you and is some 8 foot tall, continues far less animated than the token implies, in a fairly stoic manner, leering down at you.
I don't even make eye contact. I keep looking towards the ground or the feet.
The elf to the north at this point steps forwards.
Look, they've brought it back. I knew they would. These things.
The The two of them turn around and begin to converse and whisper with each other for a moment in front of you, Sigmar. Can you roll me a challenging perception test, please? As the rest of you are staying back, trying your best. Hey. Okay. You make out a few words. Yep.
Was that a male or female that came up the second time?
Both female.
Both female, okay.
You hear the second of the elves that you have met discussing whether or not she would be allowed to keep one of you as a toy. Or a pet.
Offer up Lazarus for that one.
Lazarus would enjoy that, I'm sure.
Sex toy Lazarus confirmed.
You have to keep the mask on, though.
The slightly larger of the two looks back toward and motions the one to her left away.
This is unexpected. How did you find us?
There was the first time there was a mutant cultist. Wait, okay, did he tell us that he was a cultist of Grandfather Nurdle?
Nope.
Okay.
For the greater good, buddy. For the greater good.
There was a mutant cultist that cursed me, if you will, and wanted my companions and I to take your stone circle, but we did not want to do that. We prefer to stay on your good and beneficent side. So instead, we went back and took the stone from those cultists and made sure we brought it here forthwith. Hopefully, in exchange for you being able to possibly remove this said curse from my blood.
At the point of hearing that you were sent here to kill them, she lets out a laugh. By the time you finished, she has too finished laughing.
I keep stoic the entire time.
We are the scouting party.
Ma'am, I have no illusions that you would wipe the floor with us, quite literally.
She, at this point, walks up to you and, let's say, physically gives you an inspection. Looking at your demeanor, your clothing, she inspects your hand, the other hand.
I take the gloves off and. Yep.
So you are to be judged. Good.
As you will.
She turns her face toward the tree to your side. Without uttering words, the creature, whatever it may be, approaches the cart. Lazarus Reinhard Rex. It lumbers toward its toes. Yeah, you got the right idea. Hey.
I didn't even have to wave at them. They just moved.
Mate.
I think we got ESP going on here.
Reaches.
I was going to start randomly talking to the tree. All right, mate. Jesus. Take the thing.
Just another tree. Just like, you're right. Yep. It reaches down and its branches wrap around the cart's handles before it starts lurching forwards and carrying this cart away from you.
Ma'am, just as a point of clarification, if this was a chaos cult or some type of evil cult, so I would be very careful touching that stone until you get a chance to purify it. Just word of warning.
She looks smugly at you.
Do not lecture us about the stones. I have watched them for 2,000 years.
My apologies, ma'am. Just a warning.
At this point, the elf to her north, as you see, begins to approach again. I will say by now, Rex, you will have time to spy that there are a couple of others around you. You are not alone. I will say the tree to your northeast creaks and groans a little bit in a manner that would indicate that it is not just a tree. Sigmar, this other elf, approaches and whispers some words towards the elf you are talking to.
Mm-hmm.
The two continue to converse. Could you roll me a challenging perception again, please?
Woof.
Ugh.
This is a good time.
There's the rolls. Where were these in combat?
Where are these in combat, man? Jesus.
You're alive. Quit your bitching.
Barely.
Well, yeah, but alive. You can hear that the second of the elves is discussing whether or not to kill you. However, the first one you are talking to, the seemingly more dominant of the two with the sort of auburn eyes, insists that you are here to be judged. And if you are cursed, that the stones will be a fitting place to do so. And thus, hissing with a degree of defiance, the second of the two complies. Now, at this point, the elf looks the original, let's say, assumed leader of the group, look towards you. Sigmar,
Follow me. I will take you to the stones to be judged.
Yes, ma'am. Yep, I don't make any eye contact with any of them, and I fall right in line. Keep my hands out so everybody can see them.
Bring your friends.
and she starts walking.
Yep, I just kind of wave like that. Come on.
Okay.
Thing. Yeah.
Her and a 4 elves at this point follow you and accompany you alongside a lumbering tree that's kind of unsettling toward...
Thank God we don't have to lug the cart around anymore.
Always the optimist.
Now, as you are walking through the woods to wherever this destination is, are there any words to be exchanged, or do you just sort of...
Nope, I don't say a word.
I just quip.
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. I have a question as Selep. Are you still there, my friend?
Yeah.
You and Radrian.
Yeah.
He offers some assistance in carrying corpses back to your cart. Not corpses, sorry.
Corpses?
Goods. Goods.
No. So if we hide those outside the city wall,
Whoa! What is your plan, Selep? Are you just taking a crate or two back? Are you... Well, what are you up to?
I'm a greedy dwarf. I take anything that's not nailed down.
Greedy dwarf. Selep. Among the bodies, you gain a number of hand weapons and leather armor that the elf will warn you about. That is incredibly tainted and disgusting, and perhaps not even fit for an orc. But nevertheless, you find these pieces of and these items. The same can be said for bows. There are a couple of rings, a few pieces of jewellery, and you find a book. The book appears to be an apothecary's manual. A herbalist's manual, in fact.
I assume because it has depictions of plants and
Lots of
like that,
pictures.
because I can't fucking read.
Lots of pictures. Lots and lots and lots of pictures of plants inside. Can you read, Selep?
Nope.
Good.
Not a word.
We will talk more about that at a later date then, as the group moves forwards to Right. Reinhard, Lazarus, Sigmar, Celeb, and Rex. You are escorted.
Yep, I'm in the cart.
Celeb, get back to your cart. You are escorted to a set of stones halfway up the mountain. At this point, the entire duration of the journey, there will be a degree of bickering between the elves. I'll allow one of you to roll a perception average, assuming you're gaining the assistance of others.
I'm just
got
trying
42.
to get up
I have 46.
on side
To you.
without passing out.
Roger?
Maybe not me.
It is difficult to make
over.
them out. It is difficult to...
I have an idea what they're planning, so I'm kind of... My brain just keeps going, Sigmar's help. Sigmar's blessing.
So unfortunately only one of you got to roll that test. Otherwise that would have been a plus by Lazarus. But difficult to make out what they are bickering about. However, the more authoritative of the elves seems to be getting more and more agitated with the one that is bickering with her. And eventually you are brought to a series of stones. The elf you have spoken to, Sigmar, at this point motions you forward.
Yep.
Now would be a good time to pray to your gods.
I just do a quick sign of hammer. A quick sign of hammer and then go where she points me.
She points you towards a stone in front of you. I'll just sort of pop your token there where you're able to kneel and lean on said stone.
Rex looks at the skies and just smirks.
Yeah.
Lazarus and Reinhard, how are you doing right now?
Watching
She said pray to your gods, so I'm going to pray to Raya.
Okay, Lazarus is going to kneel down and pray. Reinhard, what are you up to right now?
I'm watching Sigmar and seeing what he does, but basically praying.
Keep an eye here. Okay. Sigmar, you begin to pray. You close your eyes. I would say to any of you right now, it would be obvious that the mist of this area seems to be rotating around the stones. There is a thickening of the air here. It is heavy, it is damp, and it weighs you down to some degree. Sigmar, as you begin to pray, the mist picks up speed slightly. The vision of those colleagues of yours around you narrows to that of the arena set up by this assortment of stones. Unable to see further than perhaps 50 yards, there is darkness and swirling mist around the group of you. Unsettling, the elves behind, arms crossed, continue to watch. Sigmar, I assume you continue to pray.
Yep.
Sure.
Did they want me to? They want me to touch the stone or just stand in
They just want you to sit there and pray to your god.
Yep, that's what I'll do.
That's what you'll do.
Deal with my, and I do have a holy symbol, so I'll use that.
You will use that. Who has their eyes open? Who has their eyes closed at this point?
I'm open.
Rex, eyes
Mine's
open?
closed. Mine is
Those are
closed.
closed.
Okay. And Reinhard?
Mine's open, looking at Sigmar.
Okay. Rex and Reinhard. Within the mist that is encircling these pillars, numerous figures emerge within the fog. They are not just figures, but they are giants. Perhaps 5 times taller than the troll you have slain. You cannot make them out in clear detail. One seems to have multiple arms, One seems to have horns protruding from the head, the other more cylindrical and even rotund than the rest. There are perhaps 10, even 15 or so that are gathered around as shadows within this mist.
What the
Sigurd, upon hearing Rex saying that, and listening to beer ASMR, do you keep your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I sure do.
Okay. Rex and Reinhard, in front of you, one of these figures places a foot into this arena, if we could call it that. This is a round toad-like monstrosity, taller than the giants you have seen within Blutrock, horns protruding from its head, dragging a flail down by its side, one of its strides long enough to reach a quarter of the way across the arena. A large tongue, probably the length of several of you put together, lashes at this creature's grin, which reaches from the side of its cheek to the other. As it takes another step toward the centre of the arena, looking down at Sigurd, Reinhard, Lazarus, and Rex. Reinhard and Rex, can you roll me a cool check, please?
Difficulty?
Challenging.
Nope. Gonna lose my shit with it.
Understandable. Both of you, unsettling as this is, try to turn your head to the side. But you can't. Your body is paralysed as if you are now a statue. You are unable to move. Helpless and watching this misty deity move toward. Another step is taken, and Sigurd, you feel a heavy thud in the ground up in front of you. The same for you, Lazarus. Do you keep your eyes closed, or do you continue to pray?
Continue to pray, maybe even louder.
Okay.
I would do the same. I can't fight anything that's moving the earth.
Sigurd?
I couldn't fight a snotling right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Reinhard and Rex, unable to move in front of you, this creature takes another step forwards. Halfway across the arena by now, it begins lurching toward you. However, at the side of its body, out of the smoke, another figure emerges. This large toad-like monstrosity is struck on the side of its thigh by a staff. It is difficult originally to make out the details of this creature, but the staff strikes this monstrosity and it shudders to one side before the staff is raised in the air again and the pummel put directly towards this toad's head. At which point a set of wings appear above the second of the two figures, and a large elongated neck with a bird-like face looks down toward you. The first of the individuals collapsing down on the side, dissipating into the mist. This abomination now looks down toward Sigurd and the rest of you. Sigurd, in front of you, you can hear clashing, meeting of blows, thuds. As far as you're concerned, it could be thunder. Do you continue to pray, or do you just sort of
Yeah, I continue. As far as I know, it's Sigmar smiting the evil.
Reinhard and Rex, no need to roll another cool check, but I mean, you can if you wish, just to see how you're feeling right now. That's entirely up to you.
Sure.
I will say that the second of these creatures lurches another step, another 2 steps forwards. Its neck reaching its head, which dwarfs the size of Sigurd, reaching down toward him. Rex and Reinhard, at this point, you see from Sigurd a small glow. The rest of the mist around you is a pale white, a pale, ordinary mist, but Sigurd begins to glow a golden colour. From in between his armour, from underneath his clothing perhaps. Faintly at first.
Guess I'll
From
start
where I'm
calling him
bleeding.
Golden Boy.
You already have been calling me that. Come on now.
I'm going to call you Rich Boy. Different.
That's because of that gold.
Rex and
Yep.
Reinhard, you watch this monstrosity lower its beak down to Sigurd until it is perhaps 2 or 3 yards away. Sigurd, you can feel a breath against your face, a wind.
My prayers just get louder, like I'm in a wind tunnel. Like I can barely hear it.
Mm-hmm. 5 to 10 seconds pass with this creature breathing in front of you. And in a flash, Rex and Reinhard, you hear the flash of lightning, or what sounds like lightning, as a hammer strikes to the side of this creature's beak. Its head is sent reeling back, the creature doing a somersault backwards into the centre of the arena. As Sigurd, you hear a large thud to your left and then right. Rex and Reinhard, over the top of you right now is a golden glowing figure of a man that you would only and instantly know to be Sigmar himself.
Oh. You don't see that every day.
Still misty in form, but golden in glow. Another hammer blow is sent towards this creature, which attempts to parry it with its staff. The two of them...
Every time I hear a smash is about the time I say Sigmar protects.
Roll a fellowship test, Sigurd.
Any modifiers? Just challenging, normal,
Challenging.
average?
Trying not to, brown pants too much right now. Understandable.
Will, you know what? You can't do... Can you do a reroll on the...
Yeah, sure. It's not a bad thing to re-roll.
Way.
That's better. Okay. Rex and Reinhard. In rhythm with Sigurd's prayer, the hammer strikes at this creature once, twice, 6 times, each in tune with Sigurd's words. It desperately attempts to defend itself, parrying the blows of this hammer, but one final pummel to this creature's head dissipates it into dust. At which point, the glowing golden avatar above you, which at this point you're roughly the size of its toe, it steps into the mist forwards and disappears. At which point the wind begins to slow. And Sigurd, all you hear is silence.
My prayers keep going, but they're much quieter, as if something's focused. And I think I actually, because of the blood loss and everything's going on, I actually kind of stumble down to my knee, off to the side with one hand on the ground.
Okay. Behind you at this point, the elf with her arms crossed. Rex, you would notice.
Humans are so dramatic. Gods are such a mess. And you have been judged.
The elf to her side rushes toward her and insists openly now that the group of you must be killed. She strikes her, being the leader of this elf. She strikes this younger elf at the side of the face.
Leave us. I will deal with them. Tell the others.
The younger of the two elves walks away with a shamed look upon their face.
You can open your eyes now.
I think at this point, when I open my eyes, they're kind of bloodshot, like I got punched in the face, and my breathing's kind of raspy. But I do open my eyes, kind of pick my head up towards the sky.
The elf approaches. The others, perhaps some 15 to 20 yards away. There are a few that have escorted you here that have remained further back.
You have been judged. You must go back. Your curse. The path to defeating this is to defeat the one that gave you this curse. He has revealed himself.
Indeed.
The elf also looks like they're thinking quite a bit. Pondering, musing. Achaidh, can you roll me an intuition check, please? Average.
Intuition.
Yes.
It's a basic skill.
Basic skill.
Yeah, it'll be on your main tab.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Can't believe I passed that.
The elf seems surprised to you. Seems surprised, concerned, anxious, some combination of those. She grabs you briskly by the cravat that is beneath your shoddy leather armour.
My leather armor's not shoddy. Come on now. Easy there, mate.
She pulls you toward, initially with a expression of aggression. But quickly, once her face is adjacent to yours,
return to your home, kill the demon, and save us. Tell Rodrian we are still loyal, some of us. Go.
Thank you for your kind words, man. I kind of cough a little bit, then nod my head, and then signal to everybody else to start going back the way we came.
As you are pulling away from us, she whispers once more.
Save us.
I will do everything in my power, man.
as the group of you go to walk away from this site, again, the younger of the elves returns, walking toward you, and this elf with the auburn eyes intervenes, placing her hand on the other's chest, on the sternum. Nothing inappropriate. And you hear words exchanged in a dialogue at this point that you do not recognize. The elf turns her head once more to you and loudly exclaims, "Go."
Yeah. Go. Move as quickly as we can. That way we came.
I walk off a little bit, then turn back, just tilt my head to the mist, and then leave.
I follow.
It's a good thing to tilt your head at, really.
It's a mystery.
WTF.
Here we go. Yeah.
He has to go with the pun. Has to close it with the pun.
He does do that every day.
Okay. The group of you find yourself walking away from this weird, creepy experience, feeling somewhat lucky to be allowed to leave, if anything. One elf seemingly warm to your cause. You head off out of the mist. No signs of anyone following you. And now's a good time to just, play some... Oh, where's the troll music? Oh, I don't have any...
Yeah, you do.
Oh, that's good music still.
Yeah, that's troll music.
Sigmar, on that note, can you roll me a very difficult corruption test, please? A very difficult cool test, please. No, willpower.
Willpower.
Yep.
Oof, good luck with that.
Yeah, you're not passing this. Very difficult.
One. A what? Difficult?
Willpower.
Very difficult.
Very difficult.
Very hard. -30.
Very hard. Yeah. Yeah. Go on. Good luck. Good luck.
To get an 8 or lower.
Oh, come on, 7. Come on. Oh man, you're a good shot.
Okay.
Good roll.
Good effort. Sigmar gains a corruption point.
Cool.
2 corruptions.
Yep. And so
we now need the troll music.
We need the troll music, which do I even still have the troll music at this point? Yeah, I think I do.
Just playing it.
I mean, I've got the dead people. Oh, there we go.
Sigmar gave me a corruption.
That wasn't Sigmar, buddy.
Well, the one that came in wasn't it?
That was
Oh,
Leech,
no.
mate.
No. Firstly, I need everyone to roll me a corruption test, but I'll do that for you. We're going to do some rolling stuff.
Damn day.
Mutants and awesome things. Gonna do some mutants and stuff. Day. Mutants and
Assuming
stuff.
not Celeb.
Is Hydrosis
Don't.
mist the same kind that I saw when we were leaving town?
No, different. Very different. We will discuss more. Can everyone just roll me an average willpower check, please?
Average.
Yeah, average, please.
You dicks.
Oof. Oh, I passed.
Sucks
Oh,
to be
by the
sick.
skin of your teeth. Anyone that fails, we can have a corruption point, please. Which right now is just Lazarus, but that's okay. Because he's wearing a
I mean,
mask.
it was a success.
That's
You
not
got
a
a
success.
success.
Oh, no, it is. I lied. I'm so sorry. I
Sigmar
ignored
gets
your...
one.
Sigmar gets one. That's cool. I'm happy. Da-da-da-da-da. Gonna go back to Stragani. Because I need your fucking help.
Just gonna turn into a chaos storm before that.
Yeah. Okay, so that's done. Let's have some Endeavour Table rolls.
Yay.
I feel like we can do this on stream. Let's just before we do the Endeavour Tables, Lazarus. Celeb has a book on apothecary stuff. Seller, do you tell Lazarus this?
Nope,
You don't?
not yet.
Okay. Will you do in the next week after the session is what I'm asking.
Maybe.
Do you want to do a roll for maybe? Like, if you don't, you don't. It's okay, but...
I had the idea of getting a herbalist book to the herbalist lady too before Lazarus started, courting her.
Okay.
So I'm currently
Are you going to
evaluating whether or not I bring it over to her.
Okay,
or
are
do I
you
give it to
thinking
him
about
to see
taking
whether
it
or
to
not
her personally?
myself? Exactly, that's something I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, you
man,
can
got a
de-
cockblocker.
You can
Dwarf.
debate that for now. Okay.
Exactly.
Captain Sex Blocker.
Ransacked, Reinhard. Before you can undertake a banking endeavor, your stash is raided. All your money is taken if your money amounts to less than 1 gold crown.
Which is true.
Your most highly valued trapping is taken.
Crossbow.
Goodbye,
Will that
chainmail.
be my crossbow?
Crossbow.
chainmail.
Oh no, it's definitely a crossbow. Yeah, you don't have.
Aw.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, but someone takes your crossbow.
Can I get that back?
No.
We could do it in an adventure, maybe. Maybe.
The adventure for
We-
crossbow.
We can come back to that, but yeah, that sucks.
Well,
Yes, we
that
can't
saved
afford
us
to buy
today.
a new one.
Yeah, yeah. Damn.
Hey man, I was up
Alright, here
6
you go,
gold.
witch hunters. Let's do this. Oh.
Yeah, how much is a crossbow?
5 gold. It's easy, man. You can get it in a day.
In about 4 years.
Nothing
Don't
good
worry.
happens.
We'll come back to the crossbow. Opportunity saunters through
It's
passing
pointless.
soldiers. Not much happens. Plus 50% money for the income endeavor for burghers and peasants. I think we have a
Oh,
burgher
wow.
somewhere.
I am a burger.
Well, there you go. Do an income endeavor. You'll be fine.
I think I might have to.
Right, Reinhard, Rex, Dewey. We need Lazarus and Sigmar? Lazarus! The bloody flux sweeps through town.
Oh, not again.
That's
Make
funny
an-
because I'll give out the carry.
Make an easy plus 40 toughness test.
Oh, well, he's becoming more Chad, so,
On
you
a
know,
success,
time
the
to show how
flux
Chad you are.
passes you by. On a failure, you and the Washers Guild are soon to know each other very well.
Just you wait. Everyone passes
roll
the
it now?
acceptance card.
That's just
wanna-
him.
Oh, well, we all got to do that.
I
go.
believe it's just the person rolling.
It's just
Yeah,
the
it's just
person.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Chad. man,
Okay,
look at
okay.
Look at that,
Right.
Chad.
that. Iron guts.
You eat a bunch of stuff infected with that, people are like, no, don't eat that. Their food hygiene standards are terrible, and you just eat it anyway, and you're fine.
I'm just like, I know what I'm doing.
Because Chad. Sigurd.
That's where I get hit by lightning.
Crime crackdown.
Oh, dear.
The watch is cracking down on crime hard. Rogues can get no fund from the income endeavor. And if rogues aren't good, well, we don't have any rogues, so never mind.
No.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, wow, that sucked for Reinhard losing a crossbow. Crossbows are really expensive, but we'll talk about that after the show at some point. But that's all right, because no one's dead. Sigurd's a bit more dead than he was when we started. Closer to a chaos spawn, at least.
2 points dead.
And however, Reinhard is also partly elf, so that's cool.
An
Ladies and
elf
gentlemen.
with no firing weapon.
Yeah, well, you just kind of like punch them a little bit. It's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for stopping on by. I hope you've enjoyed the session. I hope you enjoyed the
Super chat.
the bells and whistles. And yeah, there's lots of super chats and things that I need to say thank you for. YouTube doesn't really say where they are properly, so let's scroll back up. Thank you very much, Philip. And let's go. And thank you again, Philip. And so thank you twice, Philip. Much appreciated. And anyone else that did stuff, thank you very much. And I wonder what the other 13 of the misty figures are. Who knows? But for now, absolutely, praise be to Zinch. And above all, Praise be to Captain Lambert, a Captain Defiant, our Lord and Saviour.
Oh yeah, he's cool.
He is cool.
Praise be. Praise be.
Praise be. Just praise be.
There wasn't Sigmar up there, mate.
Yeah,
That was
Defiant.
Captain Defiant just coming in and whacking it. Just yeah.
I thought you guys needed help.
Good stuff.
Son of a bitch, he's going after demons. Look at him.
Take care, Chad. Take care, chat.
Okay.
We'll
Have a
see you in
wonderful